There was a time where hip-hop culture and geek culture were at odds, clashing over dominance amongst society on who deserves the right to be considered best. The great culture feud lasted for decades with no end in sight, until one crew decided enough was enough. Deuces, Lib, Bacardi, and Didge, collectively known as Geekset, stepped up when the world needed it and became the only place that blends hip-hop culture and geek.
All right. Welcome back to the Geekset Podcast, the only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces, and with me I got my man Liv.
It's the Sofrito Papi, a.k.a. Sazon Daddy. What's going on, y'all?
We back with it. We got my man Bacardi with me.
What's good, everybody? How are we doing?
Lift
today?
that mic up for me, though, brother.
Nah, fam,
There we go.
Did we try to go through all of the buildings before the show started?
He's got to have
You know
good
what I'm saying?
audio
Like,
quality,
you want to
my
have some
friend.
shit that come back.
And as always, we got Didge in the building.
What's happening, people?
I messed up my recording of the
Right.
intro.
Hey, it's 2022. This is our first podcast back.
It is, and it's been a disastrous one.
Yeah,
I don't like it
that.
either.
Oh,
This show sucks, y'all.
Keep it off. We were
I
supposed
left
to
the
keep all of
camera
that.
at home.
We were supposed to keep all of that behind. That was supposed to all be behind the scenes.
No.
Oh, fam, we got transparency moment. We
Our
got
shit
shit.
janky.
You know what I'm saying? Transparency moment.
We got mic
You know what I'm
arms that are broken.
saying? Out of
Came in, they
nowhere.
broke.
Like,
I left the camera, had to drive 10 miles home and 10 miles back to bring it back.
Like, that's,
Then we didn't have a piece for the camera.
like,
Then the
fam,
battery pack didn't want to work on the
Why?
camera.
My thing is, we just left podcast. Like, where did all this shit walk away to?
Man,
Like,
we just rusty. I'm just going off.
Bro,
I'm
it's
just
like,
going off
I don't
rust.
like it.
literally, the studio has just been sitting here. Nobody been in this
Dog.
motherfucker. We came in and it was just like, y'all ain't doing
Just
shit.
hell.
I don't like it.
That
fam.
was
I don't like it at all.
the studio ghost. Like, oh, y'all niggas ain't showing up, huh?
Right, that's what I told you. That's why I had that eerie feeling last week. I was like, bro, I thought we supposed to be podcasting this week. Like, someone did this motherfucker tear shit around. Tear shit up, fam. I
Tearing
don't-
it up.
Was
I don't
pissed
like
at
it,
us.
yeah,
Like, oh,
I
shit,
don't-
y'all niggas ain't showing up? All right,
like
bet.
I said,
Say less. Just
Nigga, yeah, I don't like it.
But I mean, we also rusty because, like I said, we lost a good 2.5 weeks of our life due
Yeah.
to fucking Omarion.
Marion ran through the podcast. Just like,
Dog,
It ran a train
I
on us. I was sick of it.
don't even-
Felt like a whore.
Someone called it the what's the dead Evil Dead book?
the Necronomicon?
The Necronomicon, dog. That shit had me
The
crying.
Necronomicon?
Yeah, no, that shit had me crying, dog.
Hey, the funny part is that did you see the video of Omarion?
Yeah, he was like, hey,
Yeah.
it's a Marion, a singer, not a variant.
Like, dog, I feel like this nigga was pretty
He's
much
sick
getting
of
hate
it.
mail too. Like, you know, it's definitely,
Bro, I
it's
hope
definitely
not,
done.
like-
It's definitely done people in the world that's like, cause this is your fault. Like,
Hilarious.
word on-
Oh, you
You
already
know
know
what I'm
some
saying?
people.
Like,
Yeah.
so that, yeah, fam. Well, yeah, we definitely lost. That definitely shook up a lot of marbles when we had
Yeah.
that 2 week,
Dog.
drop.
But
So,
like I said, during the quarantine time, we now that Liv finally we can finally do
before
it.
you heard of that's why I'm mad, cause we've been talking cash. You hear me? We've been talking cash online. That's why I felt like when we started this podcast, I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Hey, but
falling
to be
apart.
fair,
You know what I'm saying?
when you come back from an extended time off, sometimes you don't be at your best that first one. We're gonna make it a great episode, but you
We
know,
gonna make it
the
a great
setup was the
episode.
part I was like, yeah, fuck. You know, sometimes you fumble a little bit.
This nigga,
Setup was weak as a bitch.
Setup was rough.
Setup was
Niggas really upset at the setup.
Setup was rough. I mean,
Setup was definitely rough. So we passed it now.
We passed
It's
it
in the
now.
past. It's in the past. Leave that shit with 2021 too. You know
No,
what
but
I'm saying?
I wanted to say because like we had the quarantine, but we got it in on Knockout City, which is
Yeah.
because like
Lee, did you get it?
I downloaded it. I didn't know I had to pay.
Yeah, you cheap, guys.
I didn't pay for it because the Switch that I got is defective, so I gotta go return it tomorrow.
Hey, wait, they cold because they just let you download it and not pay?
Well, they give you up to level 24 that you
Oh,
can
yeah,
play.
yeah.
And then after that, like, I'm stuck. But I played the demo. It's a dodgeball game.
Yeah,
That
but I
look
mean,
like
you can
Fortnite.
still play up to level 24 then
Yeah.
before.
yeah.
Oh, so you can play with us to level 24? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
I didn't play any games with anybody.
Yeah.
All right, dope, yeah.
But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna return my Switch and get a new one, hopefully. So
But it's funny because like Didge Bacardi was on it first, And so I'm thinking I'm trying to catch up with them. Come to find out that I went.
Yeah, no, because I
went a
played
little
Try
bit
hard.
I played
Fucking try hard.
sparingly.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
came in level 100.
Right, fucking no. I'm talking about like because everybody kind of me and this kind of like fiddled off of it. So then now when he be like, y'all ain't got on yet. Then when we get on, like he's literally like out here now. Like, bro, how much you been playing this? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
played it every night.
like
Call of
dog
Duty,
really
dog.
just like y'all. This what y'all playing?
It is
went
a
in.
lot. It's addicting once you start playing it.
Like,
You just like, all right, yeah,
I
I'm
don't like
in.
losing, fam. So I don't really like.
Hey, we don't. I mean,
I do
Hey,
enjoy
but
now
we-
getting the fist though. Now, like now that we can kind of get fitted up, I fuck with the fist.
Yeah.
A little bit. You know what I'm saying?
But we had that streak. We had a streak that we was kicking
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. When niggas get to grabbing you and throwing you, that's probably the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in any game.
no, they
What?
throw you
Is
to the
to be
'cause they
balled
got
into a
it. It's
ball
the cage
and get
ball.
thrown off.
I saw that in
Dog.
the demo.
Like-
Like, I went to catch the ball, and all of a sudden I'm in the ball. I'm
Like,
like,
yeah.
what?
Hey, that is mad disrespectful.
No,
what
so
like-
they got this new mode that's way more disrespectful. They call it basketball. So they got these spinning circles.
Oh, they had them before. I didn't know it came back.
Oh yeah, so they came
Yeah, I
back.
heard.
So and not only do they like, so not only are you getting thrown off, but you
You
get
can
thrown
get
through
thrown
the hoop.
through the hoop, dog.
And they can curb you through the hoop. Like
Hey,
yeah,
that-
Dog, you getting laid up? You
Hey,
getting
that
laid up,
one
son?
is,
You?
that one is way more disrespectful.
You getting
because
alley-oop?
niggas won't even throw you off. They'll run around trying to like, all right, they're gonna hoop. All right, let's
Yeah.
go.
Try to just
Yeah.
wing you. They trying to play
Hey, I
basketball
was
with your
doing the
shit.
same though. I was-
They
I was
trying to
doing-
hoop with you?
Yeah, they try to-
that one is way more
It's super
disrespectful.
disrespectful.
Wait, so you in the ball and then they just playing hoops? And shit?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, essentially, they
Pretty
throw you
much.
through the hoop.
Throw you through the hoop,
Because you
yeah.
get points getting
Yeah.
thrown through the hoop and all of that. That
And then
one
they
is
get
like,
their own rebound and do it again?
No,
You-
not
you
really.
not- it's like,
just
you
once
get
get
thrown
to the
through it,
hoop, that's the point.
you
Oh,
lost.
And then you
Then they
respawn.
because I mean that's what like I love this. I don't know. I feel like it's like a cinematic of it anyway. Like when your teammate grab you as a ball and curve you into somebody, and
Yeah.
you see it from your angle as the ball just like
Yeah.
bending around. Like I'm gonna bust this nigga head wide open. Like when it like
Hey, that should be
that's
cold.
the most satisfying thing. Like being thrown off is the most disrespectful.
Or when you become the big bomb and you just be in the air,
Yeah.
and you like, oh, I'm about to fuck these niggas
Right,
up.
Like
especially when you catch a double.
Yeah.
if you can, yeah.
Or if you're good enough, you
You can
catch
get
a
a triple. I got that once.
But they also got a Warzone type of version one.
Oh, with everybody for themselves?
No. Remember, like, remember Warzone where they got the toxic and it keeps on going down.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Oh, they do?
They got a mode like that where it's like a
Oh, that one. I'm going
it's
to
like
try
an
that
electric
one.
fence, and then it
Oh
weathers
shit!
down.
Yeah, I didn't even hear
I'm
about
damn
that.
about to play that later today.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
yeah.
so I was loving that because I was like, we've been meaning to do more games. I think like the last we did was zombies and everything.
I want to get back on Warzone. I was watching on Twitch, somebody playing Warzone. I was like, dog, this is a whole new map. They was in
yeah.
the jungle and shit.
they got
Yeah, the new
map.
map of Warzone. Yeah, it's
Dog,
crazy.
I need to get back
I
onto
should-
that.
But like,
I
with,
can't wait to get a PlayStation 5, man.
Dog.
but like I said, with Knockout City, like I said, because we can do teams of 4. No, it's teams of 3, right?
No, they had
had one
some
more.
mode
They got
that
one
was teams of 4.
Yeah, because we already got a Geekset team, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Cardi was
what-
hating on our vehicle.
That's yeah, fam. They was driving with shit with corn. It's like a cow horn.
Didge get the pick.
like this.
Because I was I got us.
Hey, I was just trying.
I got us
shit.
the
I feel like Didge
spaceship.
had us driving like dad mobiles, like some real.
No,
awkward shit
the
that you
first
would
one
be
I had
in.
us in a black convertible. We was out here stalling. That's when I became the snowman. I was out here Jack Frost. I was out here Jack Frost.
He had get his Jeezy on.
But yeah,
Then they was
Knockout City is addictive.
It
once you
is.
get played on
It's a
there.
lot of fun.
And then you know what I'm saying, like what else we started doing? We put out an official schedule of like the Geekset schedule.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anybody upload my videos
Yeah,
today?
yeah.
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 Was it today?
They ran to 12.
They already
Oh,
ran?
man.
Not all of them.
Only
Okay,
one
that's
should have
cool.
ran today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a look.
But
Yeah.
man, I missed it.
But we got our official schedule up, so we got 2 days of official twitching.
Oh yeah, I see it right
Yeah,
there.
Mondays is with Didge.
Got
No,
7 views.
Mondays is with Bacardi.
Tuesdays with me.
with Didge. Then we
I'm
got-
so glad. I could have sworn. I thought I was behind on Wednesday because I was like, shit, is we supposed to be doing squad Twitch?
Oh yeah, I definitely thought that we were supposed to be doing something
Hey,
on
my little
Wednesday.
intro
Like
cold,
Twitch
bro.
again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Cool.
My intro music
Look
cold.
what you all. So
It hit like 8:45 on Wednesday. And I was like, fuck, I forgot about the squad Twitch. And that's why I ain't had no text. I'm like, all right, we good. We good.
Fan wasn't even gonna ask.
Hell no.
Didn't wanna
I was
do
not-
it.
I was not prepared. I was not ready.
Right, but
Didn't
then we got
wanna
some-
do it,
said
actually.
some Free Throw Poppy reviews is back. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? 1-on-1 with Deuces, new season, new themes coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Then
the
we got-
one-on-one with Deuces. I mean, yeah, that's gonna be.
I gotta have you edit that. Take the TH off.
Well, this is not time for this.
It is. before I forget.
Like, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Geekset Rewind coming back.
I sent out all the
Seth,
call sheets today.
Oh, Seth told me to tell you you should hit him up too.
All right, I can do that too.
He want to get on Rewind. Yeah.
Okay.
But like I said, I just feel
all
good.
call sheets to everybody.
Yeah, okay.
I
Can
feel
we talk about what we've been doing this week? Like,
I just feel
it's
good.
just like a business
Hey,
meeting.
dude.
Like,
Hey, this started off, and we rusty.
Like,
We rusty,
all over
bro.
the
Y'all
We
throwing me off because I want to
rusty,
get
bro.
to the shirts.
We rusty, bro.
You see, I'm trying to work it into
We
it.
No,
rusty,
y'all,
bro.
this is sound real.
We definitely
No, I'm trying to work
Carter
it
meeting
into it.
to order everyone.
This is
You
sound
know?
like
I'm
real.
trying to. I'm going into what we doing because
This
I was
is
like,
like
we got our official
Hey,
schedule.
this the Geekset announcement.
You know what I'm saying? We feeling good.
This
You know what I'm
is sound
saying?
real public radio right now.
We back at Anime MKE. We doing that. You know what I'm saying? And then,
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
Right.
we gotta talk about it. Yeah, we're gonna talk
Yeah,
about that.
and
When
then
is
like I
that?
said, we got
If they don't cancel it.
Don't be that dude.
Dude, Omarion out here, bro.
Hey,
No,
dog.
they said we might already hit the peak.
Yeah, I know.
Hit the peak.
Yeah,
We might already hit the peak.
They did, but there was the email we received from the city said we might have, but they're expecting it to be going up in the next 2 weeks.
Really?
Yep. Because they still haven't accounted the numbers that they released aren't the 100% actual numbers.
Like it's still climbing.
And that there's still people
I'm staying hopeful.
whatchamacallit.
And
I am
okay.
too because man, I need
The shirts.
to go to a con.
No, we ain't there yet. We ain't there yet.
I need to go to a con, god dang it.
Listen here. Who would have thought that Geekset gonna compete with Joe Rogan and give you the facts about
Right.
Because right now we just jumped into
Dog, this shit, that's what I'm saying.
we
This
just
shit,
jumped into mad
shit feel
COVID.
like a Howard Stern interview, bro. I don't like it.
Like Joe Rogan, who?
Yeah, like-
Geekset.
Hey, man.
Come to
This
Geekset and get all your COVID facts.
This is the Geekset announcements. We don't do enough of them. We don't do enough of them. What camp goes? The church
Shake these
announcement?
goddamn cobwebs off, man. Like I feel like
Hey,
Dog.
I had the transitions. Y'all just kept on interrupting me because I was gonna get to the
Hey, I was
shirts.
doing a lot of talking. I'm sorry, guys. I miss being able to talk on the podcast.
like
Yeah,
Jesus,
yeah.
yeah.
Same.
I miss
I've
you
been
guys.
out of
Right,
it
that
more
y'all
than
talking about shit that y'all talking about water cooler
I've been out
talk.
of it. I've been out the podcast for like 6 weeks.
Yeah, you been gone.
Yeah,
So-
quite a few.
You was doing a lot.
But that, and then you know what I'm saying, with the Geekset merch, and you guys know, go to GeeksetPodcast.com, go to the shop, get your merch on.
Get your merch on. Get your
Now
merch
here you
on.
go. Go ahead and talk.
Bacardi
Go
been,
ahead and talk.
Bacardi been in the lab.
I gotta talk.
Bacardi been in the lab. Yeah, you want me to announce it?
Yeah, you got it. I mean, I'm gonna come in.
Bacardi been in the lab. You know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying? And you know, one of the things that, and it's funny because me and Bacardi had a good talk the other day, and he was talking about, he was like, bro, I just want to get back to my creativity. He was like, there's things that I did that I was doing it because, but like where I like it is that creativity, and that's one of the reasons why we
Right.
have Bacardi head of our merch, because he, you know what I'm saying, it lets his creativity flow, and you know what I'm saying, he
So yeah,
came up with some.
and
new
and that's
stuff.
what I'm saying. Like for me, it was like I feel like I was trying to be lazy last year, like with the Geek. Like the Geek was always a great idea, you know what I'm saying. But when I started trying to make people like, customize your own colors and all that, it's like no, I really want people to really still like see my creativity and like do different things with it. So I mean, the block version Geeked was kind of like just kind of getting the name, but it's like now I really want to just put Geeked in all kind of areas. You know what I'm saying? And Geekset in general. Like I just want I want the brand to look different and feel different to everybody. Personally, from me though, like how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like from my mind, and it's like. So it's like, I definitely love the new fucking design. Like that's what I'm saying. The new design is amazing. So it's like, I think I'm going in the right path. Like Lib has on one of the other ideas. So it's like I really like I feel like I have a renewed sense back out here again. So I feel like that's why I said 2020 it's gonna feel good. Like even like I said, like having that kind of mind state coming in today. And like I said, you was doing your work earlier. I'm like, bro, it's just new shit happening right
Can I
now.
cut you right here real quick?
What?
It was on off speed. Everything was gonna go triple speed. So I needed to stop that so I can stop it and I can have a good cut point.
The video?
Yeah, so I can have a good cut point so that way we can come in. And you were done with your sentence and that was a good cut point. You can continue now. I'm sorry.
Look
I
at
needed
this.
that.
We just today is the day, y'all.
I'm sorry.
Is this fucking retrograde?
sorry.
Like, what the fuck is this?
You know what? I quit. This is it.
Like,
This is a sign. This needs to be over. We're done.
No, we're good.
This is a sign.
I'm sorry.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. I could have went the entire first half with it, but bro.
I try to do good things with my health, and Geekset is going down the drain with all of these technicalities.
That's what I'm saying.
I can never have both. I can never have both.
No, I mean, I'm done. Oh, you talking about the Geek stuff? I'm done. I mean, that was it. I mean, yeah, like I said, I mean, I feel like with the logo launch, even a lot of people actually even hit me like today or the last couple of days since I posted like, that's the new logo, and I'm like, yeah, they're like, that's going, you know what I'm saying? So I think knowing that. The fact that I had the original Geeks for so long and I didn't really, people like the idea I had behind it, you know what I'm saying? Do what you love what you do. But once someone saw like, I'm changing and they was like, now that goes a lot with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I like the
sword, yeah. I like the fancy. So I mean, I feel like that's gonna be a really. I just feel like the first Geek was that was like the awkward, rough, crooked get letter Geek. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now we a little bit more refined now. So you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot more interesting merchandise coming out from this point. So
Right. So speaking of just new things coming out, so a lot has happened since we last podcast. One of the things that we've been dying to talk about. Let's go ahead and talk about it now. Spider-Man: No Way Home.
yeah.
I mean, because we're not gonna do a fucking rewind.
Nah, this might as well.
And
be.
honestly, I already heard this nigga cheat sheet, so I'm like, fam, this nigga was talking heavy, greasy.
Ooh.
You went,
Well, because he heard me on.
Yeah, so I really don't want to do it no more. Like, cause they had a grand old fucking time, nigga.
Okay.
Like, that shit ain't gonna compare. Like, that's why we just throw that shit on the podcast. Cause he gonna be like, check out my podcast, my my guest star when we was talking about No Way Home in the MCU universe. Like, bro, don't do us like this. Don't do us like this. We can talk about something else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I still want to talk. Let's because we haven't. And
we haven't.
I agree. I think it is something. It doesn't have to necessarily be a whole outside thing. Let's talk. This could literally be a huge chunk of it.
Yeah. I mean, for one, because I guess we all talked about it with people.
Yeah, we talked about it with each other.
What we thought about it. You know what I'm saying? As far as like what you. I told you mine actually because I think. Did y'all always say? Did y'all give a rating? Did we do it 1 to 10?
No, that's what I was saying. Like, we should all give a rating real quick.
We're rating out of it. What's the
out of 10?
Out of 10?
I'm giving it a 9.5.
How many? I guess
What are
Geekset-
we giving a 9 point? What are we giving?
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Oh.
How many Geekset badges out of 10?
I ain't even poured me nothing yet.
I don't even know if that's what our rating system should be.
How many
You said-
Eagles?
Yeah, how many Eagles out of 10? There we go.
How many Eagles?
I'm giving 9.5 Eagles out of 10.
I'm giving that shit 2 feathers.
That not even a part of the scores. Is that like points?
Exactly.
You dare. You finna be that dude. That's
I'm
why.
gonna give it 2 motherfucking feathers.
Hey!
No, I'm joking.
I was waiting like, I know you were rating.
What you
You know what?
I didn't pour a lot that time.
You know what? Pull me up some.
Oh my God!
And you know what? Eagles
What
is
is y'all
cool,
doing?
but I kind of like the feathers.
How many feathers out of 10?
How many
Like the
feathers?
score system on feathers?
we never-
How many feathers you
Y'all told me
fucking get?
Eagles, so I did. All right, I'm giving it 9.5 feathers. Either way it
9.5
goes.
feathers?
Either way it goes, I'm
9.5
I'm
9.5.
still giving it 2.
Because you didn't want to. Did you take us on that trip just to be at the same place? Dog. I'm back. Like, can I give my score? God damn.
I didn't give mine either. Go ahead.
God damn,
Go ahead,
dog.
McCarty. I'm
This
gonna
nigga took your time by
know.
taking it right back around that shit again. Like, took your whole segment up. Like,
how many you giving?
dog, I'm mad for like on
What's your
first,
feathers, bro?
on first watch, I gave it probably like a 9 feathers. But after, like I said, after really thinking about it more, it's like at a 7 now.
You know what?
I watched it twice.
He finna say some bullshit, so let me go ahead before y'all go
I
ahead.
haven't given my score, but I want to give it after this.
You
Because
gave your score. Now you want to take us back another third time?
lying.
You want to go a third
Go ahead, man. I
time?
want to hear your score.
Come on, bro.
I want to hear your score.
No.
I want to hear your
No, I'm going last.
Like, nigga, you
I'm
know,
going last.
fam.
Let me hear yours, Dish.
I'd give it a solid 9 out of 10. 9 feathers out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Well, this is gonna be a first for me, and probably the
I
last
also watched it
time.
twice, by the way.
And y'all know I'm tired of Marvel. And I said 2 feathers. I'm giving that shit 10 feathers.
10 feathers.
10 motherfucking flocking Pidgeotto feathers.
I don't believe you.
10.
I don't believe it. I
What
don't
sound
believe
does
it.
the ego make? Ah!
I don't.
10 feathers.
I mean, this nigga is eagle. Like, y'all go, bro. We good.
Bald,
This shit is-
eagly. Matter of fact, eagly.
That's what you do? Don't say that name no more. I don't like that
Eagly
name.
from Peace
I don't
Lake.
like that name.
I know, but it's so funny.
I hate his name.
Eagly.
That just really.
Like, bro, I don't know what we doing, bro.
Giving it 10 eaglies, nigga.
I'm
Talk
getting
about what he doing.
Eagle.
I gotta clip that.
I'm getting
I
it.
need that. I gotta clip that.
10 feathers.
I gotta clip
You know
that.
what? I might clip it and add it right before the intro. Just be like, Geekset.
Yes, that's what I need.
I need you to pop up out that motherfucker too doing that
Dog.
shit. Like, it'd be all black screen. And it'd be like the Sega, nigga. Like, he pop up like Sega, nigga. Like, hot dog.
Oh my god.
I'm mad now.
need this now.
Yeah, I'm mad now.
So wait, I want to hear why Joe rating go down. And I feel like it's gonna be some bullshit. Just to let
It
you
is
know
a bit.
off top.
And you know, he was so excited to talk
Let's
about
go
it
off
too.
top, but I do want to
Bro,
hear it.
at the rate, every time we talked about something, he wanted to talk about Spider-Man.
But I don't want to talk about it
And
no more
now it's
because
7.
I already heard family.
No, I wanna hear
No,
it.
it was because it was not like. So if for watching the movie without thinking much about it, it's still a 9. But like I said, I don't like Tom Holland anymore. I don't like.
Why?
I don't feel like he shouldn't have been. I don't feel like he should have been this Spider-Man after being the Spider-Man in
You
Spider-Man
crazy,
2.
bro. You crazy.
No, I'm saying like I don't believe his like mentally how he was acting. He should have been more already.
No,
That's why, dude. That's why my shit is a 10 because this is probably the best character development Marvel has ever done with a character because he has been a kid for 3 movies.
Hold on.
And it's apparent that he's going to be an adult. Like
Yeah.
he's growing into being an adult, going into college. So they have to reset it because if they don't give us a reason to give him maturity instantly, they can't develop his Spider-Man character into somebody that we're going to take seriously.
I mean, but you don't think that he?
That's a very fair statement.
You don't think he did that in 2?
No, absolutely not.
But also think about
He
it
went
this.
into 3 without even knowing.
Right.
Like
And
he
also-
didn't know the consequences of his decisions.
Right, and also he told you verbatim within it. When he was talking to MJ, he said, you know, ever since I got bit by this spider, I had 1 week of normalcy, and that's when you found out. So if you look at the timeline, that means that as soon as he got bit, shit got crazy.
Shit just started happening.
And then he had that 1 week, but then shit continued to go crazy because then he had to deal with he had to deal with there. He went straight into everything with Thanos. Oh, no, he went straight into everything with Civil War. It was Civil
So
War.
you're going from the beginning from when he got bit.
Yeah. So
I don't know if that statement had
Yeah,
anything to do with the character development because I think when he meant normalcy before becoming Spider-Man.
No.
All
I
craziness
don't know.
outside of that.
I
That's
take
how
it.
I interpret
take it. I get what
And
Deuces
deep
is
dive,
saying.
yeah.
I did take it sort of like ever since he became Spider-Man, even if it's not like right after the next week, Civil War happened. Ever since he had became Spider-Man, shit had been happening.
Bro,
Something was
let's
going
be
on,
fair.
and the nigga was at the time he was what? 15?
Bro, let's be
Like-
fair.
So he really haven't had
if
a
you
moment
got a
to-
superhero powers,
At
your shit gonna be
15?
the same. Like
No.
I'm
your
not-
shit gonna be
No,
crazy.
what
And that's what I'm saying. But he
is
never had a
he
chance
never-
to deal with
Yeah,
it.
he never had a chance to deal with it, and that's why it's the greatest.
I don't know. I don't
right now
relate
he-
that to 2 because I don't. When I heard that statement, that's not what I got from it.
Well, I'm saying
but
that's
what I got from it was his normal life as a kid, and then being turned upside down, villains, things is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But to me, that's separate from the actuality of the actualness of who he is as a person and what drives him to make these type of decisions.
So that's where I disagree with you.
Because
I
the
put them
biggest
together.
thing,
I put them together.
The biggest thing was he didn't even tell Mary Jane, "Yo, I know you." He made a conscious decision not to because he was like, "If I do this at this moment, she's gonna get right back involved."
Yeah.
And this is selfish of me doing it because I love her.
especially
And now she
after
has
what
an
happened-
opportunity
I'm not
to have a great
I'm not
life.
disagreeing with that. What I'm saying
Especially
is
after what
that's-
happened with Aunt May.
I put both of them together.
But I don't.
And you don't. That's where we disagree.
I think that's 2 totally separate.
I
things.
think
hear you,
especially, I think everything sort of came to a head differently from other Spider-Mans was the Aunt May thing. Like we didn't obviously we figured out that Uncle Ben
Other
wasn't-
Spider-Mans, they just gave us characters. They didn't give us a character development.
Yeah, no,
But
they
that's
just
what-
gave
no,
us a
that's
spider.
that's what I'm saying.
Hold on,
So,
hold on.
like-
they're just saying it in a different way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like you got the sort of the reality of what happened with your powers from the Uncle Ben thing right immediately. So that wasn't a driving force of who the character was for other Spider-Mans. But with this one, with Aunt May, you had he was making all those dumb decisions. And he was basically being a kid. And when she died, that's when I think that's when everything sort of hit. Like, life has real consequences.
I think everything in that movie was hitting him like that to that
Yeah.
point. And that was like the
And I think
icing on the cake.
you could be right.
I feel like that, like the part
I just think he was too ignorant in the last two movies to
I
realize
think
his
he was
decisions.
still. I think
that
he was
he's
still
making.
sort of, and you sort of saw it like, and not his individual movies, but all the ones that he was in, where it was still fun. It was still.
Yeah, he's.
I'm still such a.
Yeah.
He remembers.
Yeah, I can web sling. Wait,
Right, I can do this.
Oh, I can do this.
Oh,
Let
you're
me chase the vulture.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're Captain
Like,
America.
That's
like,
the
like,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
Like
that's
when
the
you
stuff.
like when he met
Yeah.
Doctor Strange the first time.
And that's what I said when I said the crazy back to back. He never had a moment to even process like, wait, there's real shit happening
Yeah.
outside of this being a superhero, and that's why I put them together. I know you don't, but it's saying what I'm saying is the reason.
No,
why
because
put
when
them
I heard that statement, I understood that statement as I got my
And that's where we're
superpowers
gonna disagree.
and things have been insane crazy. Because I mean, let's be real. If you got bit by a radioactive spider today, tomorrow you finna wake up, shit gonna be weird. It ain't gonna be
Yeah,
the same.
that's fair.
But
It ain't gonna be the same.
I-
But the
I-
responsibility and the type of character and the type of person he needs to be to wield that power to make sound, logical decisions to not put people into or himself or anybody in compromisable situations didn't start to resonate until this movie.
The reason why I agree with Deuces is saying is
Rob
that-
been trying to get his shit off, and I apologize.
I'm so
Forget about
sorry.
it. It don't matter.
You sure?
I'm gonna forget it. So just gonna finish.
Okay. I was saying the reason I agree with what Deuces is saying is for the same situation that you said earlier. How not only was it the Aunt May situation, this entire movie sort of is showing the idea of that real life has consequences for him. I think sort of that statement is sort of showing that it's all sort of coming to a wash with him to really understand that.
Yeah.
So that's why I agree with Deuces.
I just don't. I can't connect the two.
That's fair.
That's fair.
What he
Okay.
said as I'm a superhero, Captain America, Thanos, crazy shit happened.
I mean, and that's fair.
I'm not relating that statement to him actually involving the responsibility of the decisions that he's making, because everybody, even after that statement, everybody has been telling him that, like from Doctor Strange to Aunt May to the end to what was that dude's name? Happy?
Yeah.
that's
Happy. And it's not something that clicked with him. It wasn't like it's like my teenage daughter. Like I tell her shit all the fucking time. She don't get it. Like it don't click with
I
her.
feel
The
like he was starting. I
responsibilities.
feel like that's where he was starting to get things. But you could. I mean,
I just
you're wrong.
interpret that as
I
I'm a
wanna hear what you were
superhero
gonna
and
say.
things got crazy.
I want to hear what you were gonna say.
I still don't understand why Ron says 7
I'm trying to
when it's the best character development Marvel has ever done.
You so what?
Ever. And it's not even, and what's crazy, like, it's a Sony movie.
And like I said, it was for me dissecting it more. I just feel like, honestly, in the beginning, like, it's hard for me to go, because as far as, like, watching the movie, I can watch the movie and enjoy still every scene of it and everything about it. But when I break down just the story, like, I felt like it was very, the beginning to me started to become very lazy until after Aunt May died. Like, I felt like the fact that, like, Strange couldn't, like, you've been with Strange already, and this nigga is like, bro, we not, like, to me, he was just too fucking naive to have everybody who's still, that he's done shit with, like, bro, we can't do this. We just did.
That's the thing, though. That's the character development.
That's perfect from
Yeah.
what we've seen of him up until that point.
Because and what closed it all up was that very last moment of when he's seen Mary Jane, and instead of allowing that naiveness and to take over
and that's
him
what I feel
and
like
make
how
that
it closes,
decision.
like how
Because
it
he's a
closes
kid.
and everything out. Like I think it ends.
Well,
but
and that's
I
why
don't
Doctor
really-
Strange said it. He said it. I keep on forgetting you a kid. That was
Yeah.
kind of like telling. I was like telling the
I mean,
audience,
that's
like,
what-
bro, we keep on wanting him to have
Like-
grown up reactions to this.
But
no,
he's
he's
not.
still a
He
kid.
not.
This
Now
is
he
still-
fit
this
it.
is
Now he
literally
about to.
this is literally still the same kid when he met Doctor Strange. Oh, we're going by our made up names. Oh, I'm Spider-Man then. Like it's this.
That happened like
in
4 months
space.
ago.
That wasn't that long ago.
No, it was 5 years ago. Remember?
But he was snapped. So
was snapped.
does that time
Yeah,
really
they
count for
was
him?
snapped, so they-
To him, but he knows it's 5. But we go. I mean, for technicality,
Okay,
it's
all right, all right.
5 years.
Like I mean, like I try, like, and that's what, like, 7 probably is harsh, cause I mean, but I just really didn't like it. But I do try to add all of that together. That the fact that he's like, even the fact that he's been gone for 5 years, he snapped back still a fucking
loved
child.
it,
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like, so it's like,
I love
and like,
it.
and I think his week
did
he's
too.
talking about was during the week where he did tell her, and I was like, wasn't that during 2 or when I told her, but when she was like, I already knew.
Yeah.
But he was like, he had a real that before. Yeah, because it was the week right before family revealed his name.
Yeah.
So like my guy had to explain that to me. Like, bro, you forgot like this like 2 and 3 is like a week apart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so but that's why I'm still so mad because I'm like, bro, it's only been a week. Like, bro,
Yeah, 2 and 3 is
some
like,
of these niggas need to like someone. And I got it. Strange was fighting the nigga and trying to stop this nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, bro, he a kid. Like, why can't y'all stop this nigga as a kid?
Well, again, it goes into like with that Spidey sense.
Yeah, that's what it was. Literally, that's
and
Because you saw how Strange looked. Strange was like, wait, what the fuck is going on?
and Parker is a genius, but they haven't been diving into his geniusness. They gave us a taste when he was in the what does Strange call that world where he makes everything
mirror
look
world. The Mirrorverse.
The Mirrorverse.
Yeah.
But that was our first true taste of
I mean,
Parker's
because he's at a
genius.
magnet school. I feel like they just sort of established that from the beginning. Like, hey,
what?
we know he's at a magnet school. He's at a school for
But we
jump-
haven't
but they
seen
gave
him
us
flex.
like
So
we haven't seen him flex it.
what he's saying
yeah,
is like
it was
that's
just like
fair.
him.
It's like,
we
yeah,
know that
that's
off
fair.
top.
Yeah, it's like the
we know he's
equivalent-
smart.
It's like the equivalent when we finally saw Ben Affleck doing like detective work and shit.
That-
We
that's
was
like-
like,
yeah,
oh
that's
yeah, we
fair.
forget that Batman's the world's greatest detective.
Yeah,
I
that's
never
fair.
said that when I seen Ben Affleck do detective work.
But because like you think about no,
Just
what
saying,
I
though.
know what I'm saying is in all the Batmans, you really never see him do heavy detective work. That was the first movie that he
I
really did
mean,
it.
let's be. I mean, not to trail off, but let's be honest. Like, they never really gave us heavy detective work Batman ever.
In the early comics.
Except
In the
in-
early comics.
I'm talking about movies though.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying.
That-
No,
That's what he said.
That's
He said
exactly what
he said
I'm
in the
saying.
movie. He said in the movie.
So in the movie
Yeah.
when Ben Affleck did it, like
But now
me
I
being
gotta
a Batman
think
fan,
back.
I was like, oh shit.
Now I
You
gotta
don't-
think
no,
back.
no,
Did
they
we
don't.
really never see any?
Yeah, because all
detective
Batman
No, we don't.
what
All
we
he
do
ever
is-
did was whoop ass.
No, he'd be Batman and he'd be Playboy Bruce Wayne.
Playboy
He be
Bruce.
whooping
Right.
ass.
Playboy
He'd
Bruce.
never be
Shit,
detective.
you are right.
He never be detective Batman.
So bringing
Never.
it back to Peter, like yeah, we know that he went to this school. I mean, shit, he was eligible for MIT. We know he's smart,
Yeah.
but we forget it
Yeah, that
because
he-
all we
like you
saw
said,
was
see him
Spider-Man
flex
and
it,
shit like
see him
that.
flex it.
So
Well,
I-
because they didn't flex on any of his
Intelligence.
intelligence.
Yeah.
They would briefly give us small
Yeah.
little things, but nothing to the extent of what we saw when
Well,
he did the
you don't think when
calculation.
he was doing all this
and
stuff
he
with,
figured out how
'cause,
to.
like, think
when he was
about-
doing all the stuff building the suit and two,
well, yes and so.
but he didn't build.
But
like.
he had to go through all this
Yeah,
stuff in the
to
stuff.
start, yeah, he
yeah.
like-
Remember he was
he
in
was-
there. He was in there.
I did, so
But-
I did get mad
but
at that too. 'Cause I was really
did
mad that he done.
No,
keep
here's-
that
he
stuff.
gave, but they gave
No,
him.
they explained that.
He
They
was
explained
using
that.
Stark.
Yeah.
He was using Stark Tech.
Yeah. So I got
So
the
to
perfect
me, that
example,
was
though.
kind
That
of
wasn't-
still like
okay.
The perfect-
like you know.
That's okay.
Because you know OG Parker, he don't
Yeah,
need Stark.
no,
he do
no, that's
all
fair.
that shit.
That's
That's why
fair.
they was like you build like. You shoot your own webs, like
Right.
when he asked
Yeah.
him, he was like, I built my shit, and the
Yeah.
other dude was
I mean,
like,
they both built
I
it.
They
They
both
both
built it.
you know,
Yeah,
like,
no, that's fair.
Well, because a
man.
perfect example. Think about it this
and I
way.
think Stark Tech will make anybody.
Every
a
time
genius.
anytime you see Shuri talk, you be like, yeah, that's some smart shit, right?
Yeah.
Peter should be having that same type of reaction when you hear him like he technically can be in
he
the
not there yet though.
No,
I
he's
don't
not
know
there.
if he's
But he never really is because he's always a talking to person. You just hear it in his conversation.
Well, I'm saying
like
like
this
this,
Peter, yes.
he could be though.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
But
with-
it, like
with
if
his
you remember
intelligence, he
animated
could be.
series Parker was very smart.
Yeah.
He developed serums. He was working
Yeah.
with not only Dr. Morbius but with the
I mean, hell, one of the runs, Peter, he created his own industry.
Well, think
Yeah.
about
Parker Industries.
But think about it.
well,
No Way
yeah,
Home.
that's
Think about it. No Way Home.
that's
the serums. That they-
alternate world Parker.
yeah.
But think about No Way Home, the serums. Andrew Garfield's like he created the.
Yeah,
he had
yeah.
the serum. To,
He was- yeah, he
to
had it
reverse-
ready.
And
to
even the
reverse
first
crime.
Spider-Man.
And even the first. He
Tell
had
me
the
that-
serum to fix Doc Ock. Like that was the flex in it. We really haven't seen Tom Holland's Peter create
because
anything.
they have
Yeah.
been doing. I gave it a 10 because
Yeah.
of
So
this is what I've been asking Marvel for a long time. Give me something dope.
Yeah.
So
Give
one
me
of the
something
things though,
right.
you were saying
good
that
right.
you didn't like that he didn't keep any of the Stark tech. They sort of explained. They literally explained it.
Yeah.
He didn't have. So when he had fixed, that's when he had fixed Doc Ock,
Mm-hmm.
right? When he had fixed him, they sort of destroyed. That was the last part that they had.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Stark is already under that company's already under investigation from the whole Mysterio thing.
Okay, yeah.
So he can't access the company.
Yeah.
and that one little piece that he still had was the one that was at Happy's apartment,
And
and obviously that got destroyed.
Yeah.
So that's why
yeah.
he can't touch any of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then I missed that.
And then
like I
obviously-
still think like so. I mean, even with the score I gave it, and like I said, it's really hard. Like I said, it irritated me about it, and it probably would change because I mean, I want to watch this when it drop on DVD and all that shit. I'm definitely watching all. Like you know what I'm saying, but it's
I think it's the best.
but it's like as far as the origin story, it's the best origin story I probably.
So now I got a question because this is where I want to get you up. Is it the best superhero trilogy now?
Yes, to me it is.
I got it.
Yeah.
Better than Dark Knight trilogy. Better than Captain America trilogy. Better than
Yeah.
better-
Because I feel like
You know, when I look back at Dark Knight trilogy, it wasn't really that great. I'm sorry.
But I
guys.
think I
No,
love.
I said that. I've been saying that since
it's
it came
not
out.
the
'Cause
Bane one was awesome, but other than that, like
I see. I didn't.
like
main
the
one I
Joker?
got actually.
That might.
the
I got the
weakest.
Bane as the weakest.
I didn't like
Two,
the first
two,
one.
two.
2, 1,
I
and
didn't-
3.
I got 2
Oh,
and 3.
you know what? I'm sorry. I completely forgot about Heath Ledger's
Yeah.
Joker.
Yeah.
The Joker one, that is probably
But
the
like,
greatest Batman
even
period.
even so, I didn't. One was okay to me.
hated his voice.
Oh, I hated Batman.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
One,
Oh my God, I
One was
hated
okay.
that
One was okay to me, and
I
3 was
hated
just okay to
Scarecrow
me.
in 1.
But 2 was just great.
Yeah.
So, like-
because Joker.
Yeah.
My God. Joker made that movie. Like I watched that movie for Joker, not Batman.
Well, but here's the thing: the subtle
Batman is a supporting actor
Wait, no,
in that movie.
the subtle
to me.
things in that, the
For
way
real.
the way that
They
they did
definitely do.
Harvey.
I mean,
Dent's
that's what
story,
Joker does that,
The
though.
way they did Harvey Dent's storyline in there.
Yeah, even
Oh,
Harvey, even
amazing.
Harvey, even
Oh,
that
they
Harvey
killed
did.
that. They
I don't want
killed
to
that.
trail off of that.
Yeah.
But no,
too much.
I think
The
it's
one
great.
thing I got. Sorry, the one thing I got gripes
Well,
about
y'all
that
don't want me
movie-
to talk today. At
Go
all.
ahead, talk.
No, you fucking got it.
The one gripe I
Like-
got about that movie though is the fact that Harvey Dent didn't realize that was Joker until he took off the mask.
I just realized that.
That's the one gripe I got about that
So-
movie.
Spider-Man is the best trilogy.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got that
it's
as
a
the best
great. Yeah.
You think so?
trilogy.
I was gonna say like,
I'm
that's
still
why
thinking,
that's why I
like-
gave it as the best trilogy because you really didn't realize it was a trilogy. Like it was an origin trilogy till it really ended.
Honestly-
you know what I'm saying? Like the surprise of like this was his fucking origin story. You know what I'm saying? Like
The whole thing.
yeah,
The
like
whole
and that's what
thing.
and it's original because there is no Spider-Man. Being an Avenger first,
Right, to becoming their friend-
so it's like you, it's a
friendly
real
Spider-Man
original. Like we brought him
after that?
in, and we gonna like fuck. We gonna just start him from like he's the only one that has this kind of history. You know what I'm saying?
Low key,
Before
Spider-Man
being Spider-Man,
was a X-Men, attempted to be an X-Men.
Yeah, I remember
first,
that.
low-key.
they would if they
They-
did
they
that,
wanted
they'd
to do
have
that.
to break. They'd have to break him in early.
They
You know what I'm
wanted
saying?
to
They'd have to
do
break
that.
him in.
And
Not
this might be
imagine
the only
that.
trilogy
Yeah.
that got better with each one.
Yeah, it did. I like them all, bro. Like
This might be the only one that got
I
better
really
with each one.
like.
Yeah?
I enjoyed
Yeah.
this one. I went to the movies with my 2 youngest, my 9-year-old, my 13-year-old. My 13-year-old cool. My 9-year-old, I gotta go pee. I'm like, motherfucker, you better piss yourself.
Yeah,
'Cause
it was
I ain't
def-
missing this
it was
shit.
it was definitely a struggle.
I told my daughter, I said, y'all can get popcorn, but we ain't drinking no drink.
Hey, I
I said,
made
your mouth finna be dry.
the fatal
The
mistake.
family behind me, the first time I was to go see it, bro, the parent, she was so upset. Like whoever her youngest daughter was, she was like, I gotta go to the restroom. She looked at her oldest daughter. I could hear, take her. Like,
Hey, I did.
she
this.
was pissed.
Hey, I took my youngest once. I was like, you better hurry your ass up. And it was during the beginning. Then when it got good, I was like, hey, Serena, take your sister to the
All right,
bathroom.
so
Nah.
quick.
Cause your daddy ain't getting up.
All right, so this last thing about this. Did y'all theater? Did they applause when Matt Murdock showed up?
no.
What?
No.
They applauded when the
first
both,
one, the first time I went, they applauded when Matt Murdock showed up. The second one, they didn't.
Well, I watched it on a Tuesday early. It was semi-packed, not completely packed. The only time the people in the movie theater got crazy was when Toby came out.
See, they got crazy when both Toby and
Andrew
Andrew.
got-
What everybody did when they realized it was Matt Murdock, it was oh shit. That's
Oh,
what
you heard
heard.
oh shit like
Oh,
that.
no,
Yeah,
Right.
you went to the AMC, didn't you? You was in
No,
Mayfair.
I was in
Mayfair.
You was in Mayfair. There was oh shit, it's that nigga Daredevil.
Actually, I was in Mequon, to be honest.
The nigga did a DiCaprio.
You right there. That's the same because you right there by Brown Deer. Like
I went to Mequon too.
Yeah,
both times.
I went to and like I said, it was the oh shit when Matt Murdock showed up, And then, like I said, it was the claps when Toby and Andrew showed up. The second time, niggas was clapping at everything.
See, the first
Everything.
Everything.
The
Like, niggas was dancing.
Hey,
Oh my God.
the second time, nobody clapped at anything. I was like, "What the fuck is going on,
Bro.
Like, you know, the first time they got hype when they clapped when Matt Murdock showed up. They clapped when Doc Ock said, you know, I'm some sort of
They got a clap too.
Bro, Doc Ock was so...
No, Willem Dafoe. That was Green
Willem
Goblin.
Green Goblin, not Doc Ock. Green Goblin, yeah.
Doc Ock, though.
No,
Bro, he snapped too, though.
I'm saying Doc Ock in that movie, bro.
Hey,
he
you know he
was
did all his
cold.
own stunts?
He wasn't cold.
He was cold.
No, Green Goblin.
I enjoyed.
Yeah,
Green
Willem
Goblin.
Dafoe.
I enjoyed Doc Ock, but Green Goblin stole it.
No. Green Goblin as the villain, absolutely.
So he was
Willem Dafoe did all his own. Willem Dafoe did all his own
stunts.
stunts. He said that was one of the only reasons he had to come back. He could do all his own stunts.
But Jamie Foxx with his glow up.
Dog.
Jamie Foxx
he was
with
truly-
his glow up.
he was
Dog was
truly-
like, where is your glasses and what happened to your hairline?
Bam. When he was,
He was
he
like,
was-
I don't know, but I like this.
But that's
I like this.
I enjoy having that twist because it's like this nigga definitely didn't want to go back. You
No,
know what I'm saying?
he didn't.
Like so, it was like
he
he
got
like
a
the
taste of
that power. He's like,
so he
I
like
like
I
this.
like you know what I'm saying? Like what
I'm finna get some pussy
what they should have had
today.
did is had that nigga look back like, hold on, go back to that nigga like
Fam,
no
when he saw Andrew Garfield and he was like, bro, I thought you was black. I cried laughing, dog.
No. You gotta say the whole line because he was like, man, you help a lot of people in the hood, man. So I thought you was gonna be black.
Dog, that was funny.
I was like, yeah.
Dog.
The weakest though had to have been Sandman. Like,
But I feel like he was on par.
No, that was the exact same Sandman.
listen, bro,
Sandman.
I have the gripe of him helping Spider-Man and then after helping him, telling him, I ain't finna help you because I don't trust you.
I didn't
But
like
you just
I
helped him.
didn't like how quick he flipped. I didn't like
But
that.
no,
Because he was upset. Because he wanted to.
Yeah.
That
He
nigga wanted
didn't
to
even
go
have
home.
a reason to be upset at that
Yes,
moment.
he did. Yeah. His whole thing was he wanted to go
wanna
home.
go home.
And so when he saw Spider-Man was going to take that longer because he wanted to make sure everybody else didn't die.
Yeah.
He like, bro, I want to go home.
Are you talking about when he was already trapped in his cell?
He was okay with that.
Because
going back.
I'm not talking about trapped in
I'm
the
talking-
cell.
I'm talking right before
I'm
he
talking
grabbed him.
about when they
Right
was fighting Electro,
Yeah, they together.
and he was like, I ain't finna help you because I don't trust you, but he had just helped him.
Yeah, like
he
he
had
did-
just
like-
helped him.
Like he just asked him
Like
to help me
Sandman
stop
at the-
Sandman.
at the-
No,
Is
there's
every stop
something that
Sandman.
happened.
They're right.
As soon
I
as
can't-
Sandman disappeared, he like, whoa, nigga, what you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
They're right.
No.
I can't remember
I know
something
why. No, I know why. Because he told him just help me. So when he made Electro disappear, Sandman was like, "Wait a minute, nigga, what the fuck was that?"
no.
That's what
Nah,
happened.
bro.
That's when he flipped. That's
But
when he flipped.
that's what I was
That's
mad
when he
because-
flipped because he was like, "Wait, I
But
thought you was."
it was the
Hold on.
phrase. It's the phrase because he was like, even when he saw him do it, he like,
He asked he
like,
asked him
man, you
verbatim.
just gotta trust me on this. He's like,
He's like,
I don't trust you.
No.
Like-
He asked him verbatim. He said, "What did you just do? Did you kill him?" Because he didn't ask him. He didn't ask Sandman to help you kill him. He was like, "What did you just do?" He was like, "Nah, fam, I don't trust you."
Hold on, bro.
And so imagine that.
Hey,
He
that-
didn't
that's a
say
fair
he
statement.
specifically said,
I watched
I
the
don't
trailer.
trust you because you're Spider-Man.
No, he did not.
He did say
He
that.
said, thank
He
you,
did say
Rod.
that.
He
He did say that.
specifically
Bro.
said
That's why it was
He
a really.
specifically
I was
said-
thrown off by.
That's
it.
why it threw me off.
Spider-Man killed him. Didn't he die?
And part two,
No.
Spider-Man helps him. He becomes good to an extent.
But
He
we don't,
does
when,
his bit.
When does he? We don't know when they all get taken from.
Bro,
Because like we know that Doc Ock. Because it's weird.
we
because
do know when they get taken from. They get taken at the very moment before they die because they said that in the movie. Because when they were sending him back, they
I
were
feel like
debating.
I feel like Doc Ock. There was some weird parts that he like.
Ditch, hold on.
I know what you're talking about. I do remember that.
That's why he knew. That's why he knew when he pulled him off and he was like, "You ain't Peter."
No, I know that.
He knew. So everybody got taken at the moment that they were gonna die.
But
because
did Sandman die?
Sandman was at the moment of he turned hard. He turned. If I remember, they turned him into hard something.
I can't. I really can't remember.
Oh, how they got him? Yeah, they.
I can't remember. But Rudy, he did say, "I don't trust you because you're Spider-Man."
I don't.
Yeah, he
I
was-
don't. I don't.
It
Think
was.
he
It was.
did,
It was
bro.
a very contradictory story.
I don't remember.
Bro, because when I was watching,
He might
I
have
was
just been
like,
talking in circles because he still got him and took him. You know what I'm saying?
bro, because when I was
watching.
watching, I was like, oh shit, Sandman finna be good. He's gonna help him. This is
No,
because
he was shook him because once he took
I
it away,
really-
bro.
I
And I
really-
think Sandman sacrificed himself in 2. If you can Google that, I think he
Hold on.
sacrificed.
No,
himself in 2.
he was in 2. That was in 3.
No,
3.
3 is Venom.
He was also in 3.
it was in 3.
Remember,
Remember, it was Venom,
it was
Hobgoblin, and Sandman.
It was it Sandman and Doc Ock?
Nah.
Nah,
Okay, then okay.
Doc Ock was by himself.
Doc Ock, yeah.
Doc Ock was by. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, however, regardless,
But I
he literally told him, "I ain't
took
helping
it-
you because he's Spider-Man." Yet he just helped him before, knowing he
literally-
was Spider-Man.
I literally
to
took
stop
it
Electro.
as and I don't remember that. I don't remember that exact scene. I assumed when I saw it, I was like, okay, nigga want to go home. Nigga is upset because
He didn't even
ain't-
get that far though.
Yeah.
He didn't get that far until he got into the
That's
cell.
I don't remember that exact scene.
He was just
though,
like,
so
I want. That's it because that's the only thing besides. Remember when I hit y'all and I was like, I'm disappointed because of this, but it makes sense. Besides that,
Is there some more?
that other disappointment was that very moment.
And
Because I even
he was
mentioned
such
it.
a-
I was like,
Yeah, you
why
said
would
it too.
Sandman
Yeah,
help him?
yeah.
And then tell him, I'm not going to help you because I don't trust
I actually
you.
thought it was finna be a problem for Spider-Man. Like, dog, you finna deal with both of them right now.
I
Like,
didn't-
like, dog. Like,
that Sandman character, he was such a throwaway to me.
He was a throwaway.
Like even in
But he could have
3,
been great.
he
That's the
could've,
crazy thing. He
like-
could have been
he
great.
is great, but I mean, I feel like that's why.
He looked like my Marvel Legends action figure of
But you gotta
Sandman.
remember, he was just a brute. Like that was his.
He wasn't a brute.
He wasn't even a brute. He was just a petty thief.
Yeah, he was
I mean,
just a petty thief.
No, but I'm saying like he wasn't like the smartest man. So it's like his whole goal.
You gotta think
was
his whole story is really traumatic. He
Not
was a petty
even.
thief that got.
He just wanna go home.
Bro,
to his
his
daughter.
whole like
And
Sandman,
he was a petty thief to take care of his family.
bro.
Like,
Sandman is the epitome of what niggas in the hood are. All right, he can't get a job. Right, he got to do petty crime. He just want to take care of his family and be at home, but he can't because he can't get a job. So he got to keep doing crime. So then when he becomes Sandman, he like, I don't really want to do crime.
Right.
But I just want to go home to my kid.
that's all he
Like,
wanted to do. He wanted to
I
go
just want to
home.
go home to my
Yeah.
kid.
Because he was
like,
that's what I mean. That's why I said
I'm not really trying to do crime, but y'all motherfuckers now are making me do crime
Right.
because
I
you keep
didn't-
chasing me.
Which I didn't understand because I'm like, can Sandman not change clothes?
No, he ain't supposed to ever. He is always gonna wear that green and black stripe.
I mean, why
He
would
ain't
you
never
want
gonna
to
change
change
clothes.
Because I mean, nigga could get a regular, like, put a business suit on and go get you a goddamn job.
Nah,
nigga.
bro.
Niggas gonna know he's Sandman.
Sandman.
Oh, now they gonna know it.
No, in general, you see when he was in Peter.
Yeah,
Pan.
even when he was in regular, nigga was dripping sand.
dripping sand everywhere.
Nigga was
Hey.
dripping
Nobody
sand
gonna
no
hire
matter
you.
what. Like,
he was.
Ain't no bank gonna hire
Right.
you.
imagine you walk in your interview and it's the trailer Sandman. You. They finna be, Fam go. They
Bro,
Fam go.
imagine Sandman just like having intercourse with a woman and just like,
Fam.
his
Imagine
dick
Sandman coming to you, to
Go to
your
Sand.
business. And like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I can help you with this, man. This is my credentials. And every
Rob be
time,
like, hey,
every
bro.
time he doing this, his sand just hitting you in your face.
Ron be like, hey,
You
bro,
gonna
be
be
a
like, hey,
beach.
nigga, get the fuck out of here, dog.
Be a beach, bro.
He's going to clean that shit up when he leaves. That's all I'm
Or like,
So every time,
Absorb that,
you can't be
Sandman.
a waiter because
Every
you
time?
be pissed, you get your food and it's sand all through.
I mean, he can be like he can
he
literally.
can't be a cook.
All he can be is a nigga who sweep floors in a big ass warehouse. 'Cause
Bro,
only-
he can't
it's
even
only-
do that. He be
can't.
sleeping
It's-
himself.
That's what I'm saying. He can work all day. Just catch all the other shit while you sweeping yourself.
Nah,
Any
I
other
got
shit
the
you feel-
perfect job. He can be the motherfucker that go fill up like little sand things for kids and shit. Like for
You
he
would
can
think-
work for the city.
I mean, he definitely
He can
have
work
his
for
own
the
business.
city.
He's saying.
He can work. Yeah, he can work for the city. Put
He's
his
saying
sand.
he definitely could have
And
his
he
own
can make
business.
glass windows. And
Like-
he can make windows.
They like that's what I'm
Bro,
saying.
ain't that hurting himself? Like nigga gotta burn himself
I
to
mean,
make
not if he
windows?
like if he
He's throwing
shake.
sand out.
He's shaking though. He like throwing sand.
Nigga
Like,
gotta be out here just
like,
I got
like-
you.
I
mean,
like,
it's weird. It's
like,
weird.
Y'all bogus.
infinity sand.
Y'all,
Like,
y'all bogus.
I'm
Nigga
just-
gotta burn himself to make a living. Like
I just feel like it's weird. Like you know, what I'm saying?
you know what? It ain't bogus because dog's sick of it. He just want a job to take care of his
Right, he
kid.
he can
We
literally
taking him away from a life of crime.
he can literally be
Sandman can make motherfucking windows.
he can do all that, bro.
He can make
literally
windows
is
and
Sam,
mirrors.
bro. Like he can literally just call. He can literally be a business owner and literally still call the Sandman for all your sand needs.
But how much?
how many needs?
How
He
much
can fill up
is it?
playgrounds.
Playground
He can
sand,
work for the city.
sandboxes.
He can
But
make
is that
artificial
enough?
lakes.
Niggas need bags of
He can
sand.
provide the sand for artificial lakes.
But ain't he
He
stuck
getting
there?
paid.
Like how much? I don't know. Like ain't he just gonna be stuck there?
Stuck where?
Like after he creates the set, ain't it just part of him now?
Maybe he don't. Maybe we don't know that. I mean, I feel
Like, nigga
I
gotta
thought
lay there
about
all
like
day?
that crossed my mind. Like, because if all it's saying is like breathing, it's like you just got a nigga that got to sit. Like you got to be
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like
Right.
y'all is bogus.
But then I also feel like if they did do some shit like that, that'd be a crazy twist where it's like he done planted his stuff all over the world, so now just like world takeover, like Sandman, like he can unravel Bill because he been
No,
saying
because
it.
then if a nigga pissed in the sand, it's like you just pissed on Sandman.
He gonna let that slide because I'm gonna get you when I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? He gonna let that shit slide. But I'm telling you, you think about he like saying in the buildings and all that kind of shit. He like, all right, I'm ready, and he just take all his sand back. Like he just crumbled the fucking world, bro. Like
Horrible.
Like he can take over the world. Like
Why would he want? He don't want that. He want to go
you know,
home.
so that's what I said.
He want to go home.
So that's what I'm saying. Like he'll be fine.
The nigga want to watch Moana with his daughter.
Right? He don't want to do this.
That's why I don't like. That's
He
why
ain't
I
asked for this.
Like they really make villains in these. Like they know what they make it seem like if you get a power or something happens to you that you gotta be a bad guy or a good guy. You can just be a nigga and be in business and make money. Like,
But
he
not
don't
with
want
sand, not
that.
with sand power.
like that's like what's her name? Zatara. She is really a magician. She does shows.
Zatanna?
Zantana. I don't know why I said Zatara. Yeah, Zantana.
But she's
Like,
also evil. She still
she's
do.
not.
No, it's a ton of
No,
that.
she's a good.
Zatanna
She,
ain't evil.
Yeah, she's a good guy.
But she do work.
She's
Like,
not even a good guy. She's just like a regular magician.
She's a
ass
fucking.
bitch.
She's
No,
a
she do-
magician.
She do what she wants.
And, and
That-
I
that's
think in a
Constantine's
more
girl.
recent, I think in a more recent line, she's technically a good guy.
Yeah, she a
now.
good guy.
She's that's Constantine's girl.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's Constantine. That's his love interest. My God, he
and
loves her.
Dog in the
I love her, too.
Justice League, Dark in the Justice League.
Bro,
Dark, when he dog.
you.
Oh,
You never see Justice
when
League
you
Dark?
really
I feel like I
find
have.
out.
Yes.
When you
When
really,
you really find
you're
out.
like, Constantine, you a bitch.
dog.
Like,
I was like,
bro, he leave her to get fucked up by all the dark sides,
Yeah.
parademons.
dog, that
Oh,
shit was.
yeah.
Enhanced parademons. They fuck her ass
Oh,
up.
I do
And
remember
he-
that. He do leave
He
her.
gets so scary.
Yeah.
He leaves.
Yeah, I do remember that. He did leave her.
He
He left.
leave.
Yeah.
But then didn't they say at the end? Didn't they show at the end that she forced him?
I mean,
Yeah,
they did-
yeah.
She,
Yeah, I
she
think
forced
they
him.
tried to- yeah,
but
they tried-
still,
I
it's
mean-
still like, bro, horrible.
It was
Yeah.
bad. It was bad.
Horrible.
Because
It ain't a good
Constantine
look.
having magic powers should have been able to
To be able to,
yeah, like detect that and be like, nah, bitch.
Yeah.
like, I'm finna save you.
Right.
Like,
It was-
instead,
it was
he was
bad.
like, I'm a bitch. I'm leaving.
I'm a
gonna go
bitch.
to this tavern, smoke a cigarette, and call up fucking Etrigan and get drunk. Like
No, that entire movie was rough.
that shit
It
was
was a
cold
rough
though,
movie.
bro.
It was.
I love
forgot about that
Constantine.
scene.
I
That's
love
what-
Constantine.
Yeah, Constantine's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
too.
I love. You know what? I love the Constantine DC movie.
You see,
with-
Keanu wants to play John Constantine.
Yeah, he want to come back.
He
No, he
already-
wants
He want to
to
come back. Like he hoping they bring it
needs
back.
to. He needs to because he played, and I know we're trailing off, but Constantine as a DC movie
I feel like we talk Spider-Man
is
enough.
one of my favorite DC movies, hands down. I can watch that shit.
Yeah, it's
All
really,
the
yeah,
fucking
it's really,
time.
yeah, it's
I
great.
really,
It was amazing.
don't-
I loved it.
I
didn't like
don't,
it?
no, I don't remember it.
Oh, I love
like,
it.
Dude, you
go
need
back
to
and
go
watch
back
it.
and watch it.
Yeah,
It
you
was
need to
so
watch it.
great.
Because
It was
even
so
the ending,
good.
like the ending is one of my favorite.
'Cause, like, I know I saw it, and I'm
fights
just
for-
like,
Bro.
And you know what's
Like, when
funny?
it's fight- yeah.
I wasn't even a big DC Constantine fan, right? And what happened was, when I watched it, I forgot that it was a DC property. And
Yeah.
then I'm like, oh wait, this is fucking Constantine. And it made me go back
I'm
and look
not,
into
is it,
it.
I hope it's on HBO Max. I do want to go.
But
read
you
it.
know what?
wordplay at the
But
end was
also,
just so
fam,
great.
I like every interpretation of Constantine. Because even in the Arrowverse, as campy as Arrowverse is, like, so they used the one from the show.
I loved that show. They should have never canceled it.
Yeah, they used
They
used
never
him.
should have
They used
canceled the
him.
Constantine show. I know.
and
I
he
know.
was-
Oh,
he
you
was
talking
in
about the TV
Arrowverse.
show?
He was a
Remember.
great Constantine, though.
He wasn't in the Arrowverse. Remember that Constantine?
Yeah, that wasn't an
It
Arrowverse
was
show.
a solo thing, but they brought him
Yeah,
into it.
the only thing that I
For
didn't
the,
like is that
Crisis,
they
right?
didn't
Yeah.
allow.
They brought
They,
every.
but outside the Crisis, he was also in Legends. He was also
Yeah.
like, he was just a character.
The
that
only
popped
thing
up.
I didn't like is that they didn't allow him to smoke, and I understand
Yeah,
why.
I mean,
but
yeah.
the whole the Constantine's big thing is his lung cancer and his smoking and not being able to die because of his lung cancer. It's almost like a sick, cruel joke.
Yeah.
But
to
what's
him.
also dope is because of how CW did it, Constantine popped up in Supernatural.
Yeah, he
I
did.
heard about
Did
that.
He did
That
pop up.
The Constantine that was in Supernatural, that's the one that was from the show in the DC world. But it was all CW.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what thought Constantine was in Supernatural.
It was like season
It was
7.
it was
or
one
8.
dude. I can show you. I can show you the picture.
And he was
Yeah,
working.
I'm
he was
for
working
sure.
with. He was working with Sam and Dean, going over the magic and shit like that. But yeah, and so it was like, bro, like Constantine. That's how dope that the character of Constantine is. Is like, yeah, I can jump into it. He's pretty much Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he is a Doctor Strange.
he's
That's
a
why,
Doctor
that's what
Strange
DC could do a really good thing if they started with him. Like if they brought Keanu Reeves, if
He
they
is
really wanted to bring
not
Keanu
Doctor
Reeves.
Strange at all.
Well, I'm talking about of the like as far as the multiverse.
I wouldn't even. He doesn't travel through multiverses.
Constantine has traveled through different universes, bro.
Multiverse
Oh,
and
yeah,
Marvel
yeah, I do
is
remember them talking to dude.
completely different than what DC considers universes.
I mean, Constantine is more angels
he
and
can go
demons.
between natural, human, and demon, god, angel universes. But as far as multiverses where he sees variants, like that's Constantine don't do that.
Well, no, they don't have variants in.
He don't
DC
do
like
he don't do that. Yes, they do and they don't. They do to the extent that they write those stories, but they are not in the core DC line and they're not acknowledged.
That's what I mean, like that.
Just
like that.
just like Red Sun, Superman Red Sun. That is a totally different new Superman. It
But
will
is that
never be
considered a variant?
acknowledged. Huh?
Is that considered a variant in the same aspect of?
So DC has always done this. DC
just
has
alternate
always had
storylines.
their main
Right.
timeline.
Yeah.
DC has always had their main
'cause you
timeline,
got
and then they do
You got your
side.
different Earths and all different whatevers.
Then
and all
they
that.
do no. That's Marvel does different Earths.
So does DC. They got their
got
Earths.
their Earths.
They got
What Earths do they got?
They talk about it in Flash. Like, it's like Earth
they got
2,
some- they got
Earth
Earth
2,
one,
Earth
Earth
2.
two.
with the
Flashpoint.
Flashpoint. Never mind. I'm tripping.
No, what I'm saying is,
I forgot Flashpoint fucking started all of that.
no, what I'm saying
Like,
is,
if
Because
Constantine-
they had Bruce Wayne, they had the father Wayne, Thomas Wayne.
But see, what I'm
So
saying,
I
is,
digress.
Yeah,
I
no,
digress.
No,
I
but
think
I
the
get what you're
difference-
But
saying.
Constantine
though.
doesn't.
Talking like
the
going like
Constantine
coming from the angle of
doesn't
Constantine, you're not
do
gonna
that.
think about
You're
Flash
right.
and all that.
Well,
yeah.
Flash is the
Yeah.
enabler of that because of his
Right.
way of being
But it-
able to.
it-
So what we
Injustice
haven't seen
and-
is Constantine get affected by Flashpoint.
That's what I was trying to
No,
look
but that's
for.
what I'm trying to tell y'all. And
Well, get it
Injustice
out.
and
Now
through
you see how I feel.
and through Flashpoint, like I said, Constantine
Yo,
has been.
bro.
He has.
Y'all drank all that, man?
Yeah. Well, we got the Tully, and
I
then
don't want
but
that telly after this. This shit was good.
that was smooth as shit. But Constantine in the
Yeah,
latest,
he definitely
bro,
enjoyed
in
it.
the latest runs and after
drink these.
Injustice.
Pour me up some,
And
dude.
after Injustice,
no more.
Constantine has been jumping through multiverses, bro. That's what I'm trying to.
Has he?
Yeah.
But Injustice isn't
It's a comic line too.
Injustice isn't a main DC storyline, so I don't think it counts.
I think it might be with because they're doing a film of it now.
Yeah.
But they do films of everything.
no,
No, but I
saying,
think it might be. I think it might be
Injustice
becoming.
is Injustice
They're
is
not.
part of it.
Injustice is not a main DC
I
storyline.
don't know, bro. I'm telling
not.
you. I'm telling you, like I said, bro.
It's not. It's not because they don't acknowledge anything that happens.
No, their
in
newest
Injustice.
line is Infinite Frontier.
Yeah. No, I know that's their newest line, but I mean, DC always flip it. They did the New 52. They did the
But that's different. That was when they were trying to reboot.
Wait,
tried to reboot and then they did.
yeah. What I'm saying, what
New
Digit's saying
52.
What Digit's saying is the new reboot, but
and then they rebooted again.
but Injustice
with Rebirth.
But yeah, Rebirth. But Injustice was a part of that.
This is
Injustice only came because of the video game. It didn't become a staple of the main DC storyline ever because the characters are completely, totally different than the main DC Rebirth storyline.
so. This is weird because they are aware of the different verses.
They're of the different verses, yeah, but
So-
they're not the main like.
No, so the Injustice, whatever
Yeah.
universe the Justice, that's not
Yeah,
the main
that-
one.
You know,
That's
that's not
different.
the main one.
No, but to Deuce's point, it's a part of the main. I guess it's
Yeah.
a part of the main storyline. I don't know. It's the way
Have they brought anything into comic books that takes the main and introduces Injustice? Because I haven't seen it.
Well, no, that's what I was going to get into. I was like, the difference between DC's multiverse and Marvel's multiverse is in Marvel's multiverse, characters can meet their variants, where in DC's multiverse, they never really had that.
Because
They
in
never
Marvel-
outside of Flash, seeing other alternate Flashes, you never seen superheroes see Red Sun, superheroes.
Marvel,
Or
because
Superman see Red Sun, Superman.
because Marvel's multiverse. This is what happened. Marvel had all of these multiverses, with the Ultimates being one of the main. Ultimates was so popular, it's pretty much side by side with the main Marvel storyline.
Yeah.
But it got so out of hand that they were confusing readers. So what they did is that they destroyed everything, and anything that stayed, like, how do I explain it? They basically blew everything up and then kept what they wanted to keep.
Yeah.
So they destroyed all of their different multiverses at that point. They destroyed the Ultimates, but they kept, like, Old Man Logan.
Yeah.
They kept Old Man Logan. Old Man Logan wasn't in the main Marvel universe.
So
they kept Miles. They brought Miles in. They brought Miles and they let him stay. Deadpool, ironically, was part of that destruction because this is when they started Marvel Now. This is when they started Marvel Now.
That.
So they kept characters that were popular and they brought them into the main Marvel storyline and made it cohesive and started it and rebooted it, like gave it a whole new reboot.
But I wasn't talking about the comics. I was talking about more so the movies.
Well, the movies in Marvel are different because the movies now they can do whatever.
No, I know. My main point, what I was saying, I said the difference between it was like how Doctor Strange saw Dark Doctor Strange, how Captain America ran across the
but Dark Doctor Strange can happen.
No, I know that. What I'm saying is how Marvel was addressing that.
How they're all seeing each other.
You can see your variant. DC has never did that outside of Flash.
But I don't think Doctor Strange, even though we've seen it in What If, I don't believe
in that trailer. In the trailer, it looks like it.
No. I'm
Doctor Strange.
It is Dark Doctor Strange.
No. This is what I'm saying. It is. And you know how we saw him in What If? Technically, in What If, that's Dark. I don't believe that to be a multiverse Doctor Strange at all. What Ifs is not a multiverse. What Ifs is
you think
something
no, I don't think
happens
I don't think that's that Doctor
wasn't
Strange.
supposed to happen. Like that's why what if Sharon Carter what if is not a multiverse, bro. It is not. It is what if this happened.
I think there's an evil Doctor Strange.
Because this is how it started. What If was a comic book. So what they used to do was like all right, Wolverine.
I get what Lib is saying.
Wolverine.
We're not going off the comics. I'm talking about what the MCU established.
I'm about to explain it. I'm about to explain it. I'm about to explain it. Wolverine was first introduced in Hulk 181. Technically Hulk 180. All right. So when that came out, they produced that, and then months or a year later, they came out with What If Hulk killed. What if Wolverine killed Hulk? It is just a. What if this happened? If we wrote it this way, what would have happened? It's not a multiverse.
That's the comic.
No, but the way
it is not a multiverse.
I'm agreeing with you.
In the MCU, it is not a multiverse.
So I mean, you keep saying this. When they made the animated What If?
Hold on.
Did they ever say the animated that this animated What If is not part of?
No, it said it's a multiverse.
They did.
That's what I'm saying. The animated, you keep sticking on the comment, but the animated What If
is. They said it. Marvel MCU put it out. They said that this series explores alternate timelines in the multiverse that shows what will happen. They actually said in the MCU. So that's what I'm saying. We can't base it off of what the comics established.
They fucking with me, bro. That ain't fair.
You lose, fair.
That ain't fair.
I don't know why I thought you would have been past this of trying to put comic book shit in the MCU, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Bro, think about it. Think about the title. What if? What happens if I write this?
But see, so are y'all trying to tell me? Are y'all trying to say that Strange is the What If Strange?
Yes.
That is the What If Strange.
I don't think it's the What If.
No. That absolutely is the What If Strange. But it is not the What If Strange. It is Strange turning into that What If Strange. I can guarantee you that.
Oh no, that I do agree. I don't think it's the Strange that you see at the end of What If. I think it's literally just gonna read.
I think it is the current Strange going into that maniacal Strange.
Let me tell y'all why I disagree.
Hold on, so because I apparently disagree with both of y'all. I think it's so that episode. I think that's literally gonna redo that episode.
Oh, no, you think it's a cartoon version? Just as
I think they're
version?
really just gonna.
You think
redo
the movie's gonna be the
not like I think like how you get to where you see him. I think it's gonna redo the episode. I don't think he's gonna show up as that end of the episode. Like I don't think he's gonna show up how he showed at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna show up like that in the movie. I think we're gonna re-see it.
So
in the
here's-
movie.
let me-
I want to hear what Rudy said.
I do want to hear Deuce had his hand up.
Yeah,
Let's let him.
Well, the reason why I think I believe that is going to be that actual Strange from the What If. So obviously you see the way that it ended, and we obviously know that we.
Can you refresh my memory on how it ended?
Yeah, I'm about to go.
So
back.
it
Like, we
ended,
keep
like-
saying
like,
that,
so,
and for the
like,
viewers,
right? So with the way it ended, what was this girl name? I can't think of her name right now. The
Well,
one-
if we're going to the end of the whole
no,
series,
no, just the girl.
well, his wife.
his wife, I don't remember her name.
Does that matter? We know his wife. We know it's his wife. I don't even know the name. I don't know her name. We just know it's his wife.
Christine.
Christine and everything like that, right?
We need
So
that.
it's like, what I'm saying,
I get it.
he's-
It was his
he-
girlfriend at the time.
girlfriend at the time, and he spoke with the Thinker. Now, obviously, the Thinker needed him to help him to stop Ultron and
Yeah.
everything like that.
Watcher, by the way.
Watcher. What was that called?
You said
You was
the
calling him
thinker.
the Thinker, and I didn't know who the hell you was talking
I did
about.
say the Thinker.
I
I
was
did say
like,
That's a nigga from DC.
That is a
Definitely
nigga
from DC.
Yeah.
He don't look like the Watcher at all. It's a,
But like I believe, like I said, that evil Strange, after everything that he went through and knowing about that multiverse and knowing that this is a part, because like what was the whole purpose of the What If series? If it is exploring the timeline of the multiverse and we have this movie of the multiverse madness and knowing that in this real life this Strange started messing around with these magics and these spells that he shouldn't have, and we have this Strange who did mess with the dark magic and went as far as deep as possible, and knowing that shit is still cracked up, like it'd be the easiest way to say, let's tie in this real quick. We bring him here. He's gonna be the one that's warning him, like, fam, you keep on going down this path, fucking shit up, you gonna end up like me. Like that's what I think. I don't think it's gonna be a battle between
I
Strange
raise my
and Dark
daughter, raise my
Strange.
hand up now?
I believe
Okay.
it's going to be Dark Strange telling him, like, fam, this is what you're gonna end up, and I've already did this in this multiverse, and then I think that's what it's gonna be there.
my hands up.
Yeah.
The movie Doctor Strange, like the What If Doctor Strange starts from the origin of him trying to bring his girl back. Like
Yeah,
the
it
movie Doctor
does.
Strange doesn't do like, so there wouldn't be no going into the Doctor Strange movie where he now all of a sudden wants to go back and try to get his wife back.
So-
I feel like
That's what-
I really feel like
that's
all
the
we gonna see is a
multiverse.
cameo. Like I feel like fam gonna walk in and Doctor Strange
like
will
what
be on some
Dave said.
like
No, I think that's the multiverse.
Yeah.
That's the multiverse aspect. Why I said I don't think it's going to be that same one. I think it's going to be a retelling is because at the end of What If, remember, that's where fam has to watch over to make sure Ultron and Killmonger don't escape.
Yeah.
So if he's whatever pulling his bullshit in this movie, who the hell's watching that? Like,
Yeah,
do you think
like
you
that's
think-
like what,
and-
like the end of What If is like that's his ultimate sacrifice.
That was it. Like, he
you
was
stuck
he
here.
was done.
So his universe
why I
is really
said-
done.
That's why I said I
Right.
think it's going to be a retelling of.
But like we don't know.
So
we don't know if
they're
it's
not.
done.
They're not pulling. They're not pulling in that Killmonger and that Ultron. That's doing too much, and that movie's going to be a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot.
That's gonna be
but I
way
mean,
too
But that's why I don't
much.
think it's
but
gonna
I
be.
think
I don't think it's gonna be anything that lasts. It's
But I
gonna
think
be
that's
a
what I'm
moment.
saying.
It's gonna be a moment
Yeah.
that show you that these universes are the same.
That's what I'm saying. I think
but it's not gonna be anything that's gonna be anything
like the
that lasts
multiverse.
forever.
Like
That could be-
what
And
we're
that's
thinking
why.
about, what y'all not thinking about is the fact that we already got a taste of this with Spider-Man. Like with people coming in, like, you know what I'm saying? And that was just in very sensible, easy way. This is like Strange is gonna be chaos of it.
Oh yeah,
People
it's,
come-
I
you know what I'm
definitely
saying?
that
So
entire
I feel
movie
like
is
seeing,
chaos.
even if we do see the what if that's supposed to be who that is, it's a glimpse where he like, who the fuck are you? Like that kind of moment.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm
then
saying.
he's out of
It's
there.
gonna be a moment.
I don't think he's there to warn
So
them
you don't
about
think he's
no
gonna
life.
you don't think he's gonna be like a
I don't think he plays
an
nothing in the
overarching
movie.
part of
No,
the
I
movie.
think it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Then-
it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a warning. Bacardi don't.
then-
I think
okay,
it's gonna
Yeah,
be.
so
then-
you putting him in the movie as something. I don't think he's gonna have nothing to do with the movie.
Then
He's
I can
gonna be in
understand.
it.
Then I can more understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have nothing to do with the movie.
Yeah, I don't think it's
like
gonna
I think
be
he's
the
gonna be
overall
like, but
big bad of the villain.
Because I feel like
I still believe Scarlet Witch is gonna be the big bad of the movie Multiverse of Madness.
because the really weird
I
thing,
don't
with the really weird
He
thing
might
about
be fucking what's
I think she's gonna be. I think she's gonna go full Scarlet
Who?
Witch in this movie.
because no, I like
And I
because
think she's gonna be
because
the
the thing
villain.
I feel like y'all guys don't realize is the fact that like Strange. I feel like already know, like even this Strange has to like know some of that stuff from the fact of him using the time stone and seeing possibility. Like he knows
Well,
he's
no,
aware.
no, he only saw how they beat Thanos.
Yeah, remember
And
the
now he
time
doesn't-
stone is
now he doesn't have the
yeah.
time
The
stone.
time stone doesn't give you everything. The time stone will give you like I need to see this
He,
interaction.
remember, he
so
literally
he's
looks out
focusing
to
on
beat
that.
Thanos.
Why
Now,
would
he
why
doesn't
would
even have it anymore.
Yeah, he
But I
wouldn't
mean,
think,
like
he
I
wouldn't
said-
think about saying, "Let me see if I ever went evil," unless he wanted to.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. But I feel like he's already. I think he would be aware of understand. Like being in Spider-Man gives him the awareness of like it is a multiverse.
No,
so
yeah.
there is a version
And
of
how
me.
far is
There-
it after Spider-Man? That's a good point.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
that's what I was trying.
because you
so-
got he pretty much he wrapped up Spider-Man.
Well, here's
like,
the
so
thing.
he got it.
This is what I was trying to figure out. Cause to kind of go on what you're saying, I need to figure out where all these timelines align. We know that everything happens after
Bro, what if this,
Endgame,
what if this
but like,
before
where is
Spider-Man? They
everything?
just fuck us all
Like the
up.
one, thing,
Like-
like the one thing that we know that Multiverse of Madness happens after
WandaVision.
After WandaVision, right?
Right.
But,
No, it happens after this Spider-Man movie.
well, that's what I'm saying.
It doesn't happen directly after WandaVision.
Right. No.
Well, we
that.
don't
No,
we
what
don't
I'm
know that.
saying.
We don't know.
We do know that
we don't
because
know-
Spider-Man showed it to us. He goes to her and she says, "I've been waiting for you." After Spider-Man
Spider-Man doesn't go to WandaVision.
not Spider-Man, fucking.
Oh, you talking about in the
Strange.
trailer, in the
they
trailer.
showed at the end.
Right.
No,
No,
but
they
what we're
showed that,
saying
but we don't
is
know when
we
that
don't know when
happened. We
that
don't
could
know
have.
That makes no sense
I'm not
because
saying that we said
all
I'm
of
just
that
saying we
would have
don't
happened.
know.
Here's why I'm going to debunk this. Because Strange would have already known. If that happened, Strange would have already known what would happen if he would have ran that spell, and he wouldn't have done it for Parker.
Wait, what are you
and
talking
we
about?
wouldn't
No,
have
we
had
already
it.
passed it because he don't got the time stone, so he don't have no way to see that
We're
possibility.
saying how far. That we're not even asking if it did or not.
Yeah, we're not asking if it
we're
did or
asking
not.
when did it happen.
We're just asking when did it happen.
I'm saying it happened after Spider-Man because
That's cool. That's good. We get that. We're past that.
Yeah.
We're saying when after that.
after
Yeah.
Spider-Man, WandaVision happened. Well, let's say theoretically WandaVision
Nigga, it
happened.
was snow in the when the fuck did Spider-Man like?
See, that's what I'm saying.
It
That's
was
what I'm trying.
snow.
That's
what
my
we
whole
were-
thing.
that's
I'm
what we
trying
were
to.
saying.
I don't
Because
know
you know
the
what?
timeline.
Liv came
Because
with
you know
something
what?
else.
I'm mad about that confusion too. Because remember we was talking about the Hawkeye and they was talking about the Statue of Liberty and
Yeah.
everything, and it was like it was supposed to have been
Hawkeye
people-
was during Christmas.
So, but
WandaVision
people-
was
but
during
they were saying
Halloween,
because,
right?
They were saying because
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it was
that's what-
during Halloween.
That's what I'm saying. That's
So
what
that's
we
what
were
I'm
trying to figure
asking.
out.
It's like,
we
where's
weren't
the
we weren't
timeline?
saying
Where's
we weren't
everything?
saying
So
oh
it's way
Because
after.
Hawkeye, what's her name? The Black Widow chick, what's her name? Mentioned that she wanted to see the Statue of Liberty as they're working on it, which we saw in Spider-Man, it still wasn't complete either.
Yeah,
So
it
they're
wasn't
still
complete.
Right.
in the same time. Like
so,
you know what I'm
and
saying?
that's what we were trying to figure out. It wasn't
but in,
whether or
but
not
in Hawkeye, it's Christmas.
right.
And Spider-Man, they don't. In Spider-Man, though, he just started back school.
But here's the also
Yeah.
thing. Here's also the thing.
That is
like-
also true.
Well, wait, and here's also the thing. The little small subtle things. In Spider-Man No Way Home, they were promoting "I Can Do This All Day" the musical. In Hawkeye, we see "I Can Do This All Day" the musical.
That
So
is
it's
also
like,
true.
Yeah.
So it's like when it like how
So,
long is musical
if we're
running?
doing
So it's like,
that,
what is
if
going
we're
on?
talking that would mean Spider-Man would have been September because, like Bacardi said, it was right when he was going back to school. So let's say September.
Because remember, the second movie,
September,
was
October,
the second movie was Summer Vacation.
Yep.
and then WandaVision would have been Halloween, and then
Hawkeye would
have been Christmas, which means Doctor Strange would have been maybe the beginning of the year.
So then that's so it's like so you cracked open the multiverse. Wanda went through all the shit that week she went through, and now you finally coming to her Doctor Strange. You should have went with her. Like he should have been over there to her then.
So I wonder if they're going to show that. Then they would have to show that whenever. However,
So that means No
I
Way
feel
Home and WandaVision
now that
happened
makes sense.
Yeah, probably. No Way Home
you know
and
what?
WandaVision might have happened at the same time.
You know what? That could be perfect.
I don't think it'll happen at the same time because Strange was trapped in the Mirrorverse.
Well, what does that matter about WandaVision?
Because how the fuck is he gonna get out the Mirrorverse to go talk to Wanda? Oh, I'm sorry, Didge. WandaVision.
What are you?
I'm thinking about Strange meeting Wanda.
Oh,
I digress.
I'm so confused.
Let me shut the fuck up.
But also,
I get what you.
Because I'm
I
like,
get-
what the
no,
fuck
no,
is
no, I
this?
get, no, I get what you
wait,
thought I said.
there's two things we're missing.
Yeah.
There's two things we're missing.
My bad. Didge.
Also,
Captain America and Winter. Captain,
yeah. Well,
when did
three
Falcon
things.
and Winter
Three-
Soldier happen?
When did Falcon and Winter Soldier happen? When did Eternals happen? And
When is
Fuck,
Loki?
I forgot about
When
that.
does
Okay.
Loki happen?
All
when
right.
did Loki
forgot
happen?
about
Hold on.
That's why I said we need a
But no,
little
we
bit
know
of
what.
time.
You know what? You know
Soldier,
what? You know what?
Captain-
Loki, we already know is during Avengers because it was during whenever they did the.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
we know when Loki happened.
Winter Soldier
So
is like out of this equation.
Why not?
Because it doesn't fall
Now
into
we're
what was
talking about
going
Falcon
on.
and Winter Soldier. Like
This
that.
happened way before.
No, Falcon and Winter.
We talking about the
Soldier.
TV show Falcon and Winter Soldier.
When did
That
that
had-
happen?
What am I hearing? You know what? I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Oh, you're talking the Winter Soldier movie.
You know, this the shit
You just
that
made- like,
this the
Dog.
shit Raquel be talking about. So let me sit my ass right. Let me sit in here and just shut the fuck up.
like,
But that is a good point. When did that happen?
We need somebody.
Y'all know
No,
when
it was
Eternals
winter,
is.
wasn't it?
No, Eternals got to be during.
But
Eternals gotta be
Eternals-
overseeing the whole
but does
damn
it
thing.
matter when Winter Soldier and Falcon?
Yeah,
happened?
I don't know-
Because it
I don't know
really
if that's
didn't
gonna have any
impact
They
on
didn't put an
anything.
impact because Captain America hasn't even been
True.
introduced. Hell, Captain America hasn't been spoke about at all.
Eternals,
in nobody.
I don't know if either
here's
one of
the
those.
only
And I'm sorry, Eternals was mega trash.
Well, here's the thing.
Mega.
I didn't watch it.
This
We
is
didn't
why
watch
I asked.
I actually watched.
Hold on.
Mega
on.
trash.
Hold on, but this is what
Mega.
Well, hold on. We do got. Matter of fact, we do got a point because at the end, wait.
And Eternals
I don't know if we
happened-
do for Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Eternals
They don't.
happened-
we don't.
Like Falcon and
Eternals
Winter-
happened right after the
We're
snap.
basing all of this after.
Eternals
Yeah, I
happened
know that.
right
But,
after
I
the
mean, that's
snap.
a lot. We're basing
All
everything.
these
off-
shows happen after the
We're
snap.
basing everything off
But I mean, I think
holidays.
Eternals happened immediately after the snap. Immediately after the snap.
Why-
Like,
why do you
Really?
think
like
immediately?
next week because of some of the comments they made during the movie.
What comment? I'm not debating against you. I just want to know so I can
I
get on board.
I can't.
I gotta
can't-
rewatch it.
I
Let's
can't
talk
tell
about
you by
Flash now.
verbatim. I have to say it again. I have
should
to
go on break.
watch it
It's been
again.
an
But
hour.
I know.
there was some talk about like, you know, it just had happened. Like it was
Okay.
almost like a year after or something like that.
That's longer
Like
than that.
after they
That's
fought
a
after
year-
they fought Thanos though.
A year is longer than I
after they
thought.
fought
Wait a
Thanos.
minute. We know exactly when No Way Home happened, because in No Way Home, because remember the last two movies was
Are
right
like a week
apart, and remember the last and Far From Home that was like a week after the blip.
That's what I'm saying.
Remember they was doing reports
So when you're
about
saying-
the
if you're
blip.
saying Eternals happened a
pretty
year
much,
after, that's
so
way
pretty,
farther than I
pretty much
thought.
Far From Home and No Way Home was at least 2 or 3. Matter of fact, 2 to 4 weeks after.
It had to be less than that because you.
Well, it could be less than that. I'm just.
No,
giving
I mean more than
a-
that. I'm sorry, because you got to figure.
Why you think more?
Because you got to figure. No Way Home is like McCarty said. It's beginning of school.
Did he get
No,
did,
no, no,
Did he
wait,
get
wait.
snapped after
Hold
or
on.
before No Way?
Far From Home and No Way Home.
No
was
Way
both
Home.
after
So we
the
haven't
blip.
figured out what season everybody got snapped back in.
Well, here's the thing. Hold on.
Summer.
And No Way Home. No Way
Summer.
Home, they got snapped back in
Far
because
From
they
Home.
talk
Far
about
From
it.
Home.
Far From Home. They talk
Yeah, they
about
talk
it.
about it.
Which
That's
is
what I'm
something
saying.
that was,
What
that
time
was
of the
summer.
year was
that was
that,
summer
though?
So
vacation.
that means, hold on. So that means they already fought Thanos.
Yeah.
and they
that
did
was
all
summer
that.
vacation.
Remember, this is 5 years
No,
later.
because they
Remember
were in
that.
school.
No,
they were
but see-
still in school.
I thought it was a summer trip.
No, they were
Was it a
still in school.
trip?
They had a school. They had a field trip. It was like the end of school year. It
That's what
was
I said. I thought it was a summer school
It was
trip.
not. Though it wasn't
No,
like
so-
summer break.
so here's
though.
the-
It was like maybe.
It had to be.
You know what? That
No,
makes sense.
because they went on a school
Falcon
field
and Winter
trip, bro.
Soldier. Falcon and Winter Soldier.
No,
is
no,
the-
no, no.
Bro, they
Falcon
went
and
on
Hold
a
on.
school field trip.
Hold on. Here's why it had to be.
I thought it was a summer trip. You might be right.
It had
though.
it had to be a summer trip. Think about it.
It was a summer trip.
Because think about
No,
it.
we're fine.
Wait,
We're
think
good.
about it this way. In No Way Home, in the midst of it, he was just
It was
coming-
not a summer school
Listen,
trip.
let me.
It was a
let me-
summer trip.
It had to be because
It wasn't.
Bro, let me get it out, nigga. Damn, before you keep on saying it wasn't.
Yeah, you said you was gonna be quiet. That's what you said you was gonna do. You was there.
But I'm right now.
In the middle of No Way Home, they had a moment where they were returning to school.
Yeah, McCarty said that earlier.
Right. He said that early, and we know that at the end of Far From Home is when he got exposed as Spider-Man, and the beginning of No Way Home was when he got exposed as Spider-Man. So if we're thinking about timeline, it had to be in school because there's no way the end of the school year and the beginning of the next school year happens in 2 weeks.
Bro.
This movie, both of those movies, No Way Home and Far From Home, was literally 2 weeks. It was literally they went on the trip. They had to deal with Mysterio. Mysterio supposedly was done, and he exposed them, and then it went to the next movie.
Matter of fact,
That's where you're
you know
wrong.
what?
That's
You know
where you're
what?
wrong. I'm gonna explain it. I'm gonna explain it. I'm gonna explain it.
Because I really feel like I've been talking the less.
You have
been.
been.
You know what I'm saying?
And this is where I'm gonna say it. This was a senior school trip. Period. It happened during school. It was a senior school trip. All right.
Are you talking about what in part number 2?
Number 2. In the third movie, when they received their acceptance letter and they were ready to go, it was already fucking winter. So no, that movie did not happen during school break or summer. It happened at the end of the school year because it was a senior school trip.
It could, but that don't make sense. You don't receive if it was winter. So I'm just going off what you said. If it was a senior trip and then it was winter, that would mean that's an entire year later.
But here's what we're not taking into account. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to go to college in September. What if they decided to go to college the next following
Fam,
year?
However
it was, they
Why don't y'all
accepted
look at the synopsis of the goddamn?
whatever it was.
I am looking.
When
Because I
they
feel like what I think it was. I feel like it was an MIT, just like a science trip.
when they
I don't even think it was a fucking like school thing.
when they
I think it was like an outside.
But when they said they got accepted into the school, it was fucking winter.
What-
it was snowing outside.
What you keep forgetting about.
So
is
tell
even-
me, when does it snow in New York? When does it snow in New York?
That's what I'm saying.
It can
From the
start
months
snowing
of
November.
from
in New York.
November.
Which will be beginning of the school year,
from
though.
school year does not start in
September, October,
November.
November is.
It starts in August, at the end of August,
every
and the
school don't start.
beginning
Every
of
school doesn't.
September.
I never
Hold
started
on.
school
There
in
it
August,
goes.
by the way.
I didn't either, but guess what?
I found the
I
official.
started school in August.
I found
My
I
school
did
started in
How do you
August.
say I never did, but I guess what? I started school in August. Because my statement was I never did. And you said I didn't either, but I started school in August.
But you forget I work for a school, dude.
I found the official. It says
Can we just get the official? 'Cause this is
Spider-Man
making
No
me
Way
mad.
Home. So we start from there. Begins immediately after Spider-Man Far From Home, right? So in the summer of 2024, that is
So summer trip.
summer trip.
When does summer start? When does summer start, guys?
What are you talking about in June?
Before school ends. We know this.
Summer starts.
Fam, summer starts June 20th is the official date of summer.
It was then explain to me why they are inside of a school with the guys forget that the school is showing
Bro, you
news reports
You putting way too
done
much
by
true
the school.
logic in this
Because there ain't no kids
Wait, have you
in
never
school in
taken
the
a
summer doing fucking school news movies for a whole campus.
Fam, I feel like you could.
In
you
school.
You combining the movie so much
I
because
feel
like
like, yeah,
the
that-
beginning
Hold
of the
on.
movie they were
Wait.
Like-
Here's official plot.
Let's
They had
Jeez,
repaired.
let them finish it.
The school organized a 2-week summer field trip to Europe where Peter Parker,
summer trip.
who is still mourning the death of his mentor Tony Stark, plans to reveal to classmate MJ his attraction to her.
That's
So
when she
summer
found out she was
trip.
Spider-Man.
that's
Like.
just you.
Boy, you better not say
It
nothing
says
else
summer.
goofy about this.
We said a summer trip.
Like that's what I said. We're saying what we said is part 2 and part 3 is literally from the summer to the start
Part of
of
the school
senior
year.
year.
Yeah. That's
It's his
exactly
junior
what it
year.
This
to
is
the
the
start
end of their senior year.
Right.
No, it's the beginning.
It's the beginning. That's why you
No,
go
wait,
back
I'm
to
the
the
No,
beginning.
because if they're getting acceptance MIT letters
Yeah,
into
guess
college,
what? When I got my
You do that in
acceptance
senior year.
letter,
Like,
I
you
did
do
it
that
my
in
senior
senior
year,
year,
bro.
but
Imani literally is going through this shit now as a
Yeah,
senior.
you
Like I
have-
understand
you
what
don't
you're
do
talking
it
at
about.
the end of your senior year.
Because you have
Yeah.
to file your
You gotta
FAFSA.
start at the
You have to
beginning.
file your FAFSA.
Yeah, like I'm
You're
done.
gonna get it for
so
freshman.
Parker is going to go see MJ working a day job.
Because she's
during the
17 years
day.
old. Your daughter got a job.
During the day. During the day.
It was
You know
night.
what day
It
it
was
was?
night.
And I swear they made a comment
could be a-
about
it could
going
be
to
a
the
weekend.
school.
Could have been a weekend.
Going to the school.
They were talking about going to MIT.
MIT.
You,
Right.
you have to. You literally have to file.
You got to start filing it. Matter of fact, you can really start filing
And
mid-junior
you work
year.
in school, so
have-
you making me mad.
Like, you have to. You have to
like-
start filing your. You have to
Yeah,
start
you
filing,
start
if
early,
you're,
bro.
If you're getting financial aid, you have to file it January of your senior year for your
Yeah.
freshman year.
Yeah, you start early.
Like you have to file
Yeah.
it January or senior year for freshman year of college. So that means you have to have your acceptance by like October, November, because that's when you're starting to plan it.
But you said in the beginning of your
Senior year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's-
Junior year, you might start. They even might start
Which
talking
is-
to you
But,
about sitting ready.
but in this theory, if this movie started 2 weeks after
Which was the
Far
summer of
From
junior
Home,
year. The
which
summer
is
of junior
the
year
which
going
is
into
the
senior
which
year.
is the summer, they wouldn't have been applying at that moment unless
Yeah,
they
you
were
would.
seniors.
You would. They
Let's
were
see.
going into their
Can
senior
you go
year.
because now this
Are you
don't
mad
make
at the
sense.
college process or are you mad at the
Like,
movie?
I'm
Like, nigga,
so lost.
Like, what are we
I-
mad
I-
about?
I absolutely loathe when movies are not accurate
But
to what
it
It
actually
is
accurate.
accurate. Like,
This
it's so
is-
accurate
this
that
is
I'm
so
living the
accurate.
life of it.
Google what grade was Spider-Man in Far From Home.
junior.
He was a junior.
Junior.
Google that.
It wasn't even a junior because he was out of school. He was pretty much going into the senior year.
Yeah,
Google that.
It was the summer. Like, bro, you making
Then
me
why
mad.
wasn't he in school when he was fighting all these
What y'all get
motherfuckers?
this
Why
nigga,
wasn't
man?
he in
What you
school?
sipping on?
Oh, I'm so lost.
Why
Hey,
wasn't he in
break?
school?
He was in
we
his
go
school.
on
Yeah, we
break?
need to go on break.
Yeah, we
gonna
do need to
we
go
gonna
on
go on break and clear this and straighten you out. When we come back. We got to straighten
Y'all
you
finna
out.
jump me?
Hey, you about to straighten your ass out.
Y'all finna-
Right. Cause you about to have the
I'm
motherfucking
so
chat going
lost.
crazy. You about to have a YouTube chat going crazy. Like, I don't know what you
Y'all
doing.
finna jump me, huh?
Like, I don't know what
Because
she
it don't make because Peter is leaving. He got his own apartment.
Hit
that
so
means
we
he's
can
an
make sure,
adult.
like, I have a cut.
School's over with.
He not going to school.
No. You know what? No. That was one thing too I said about the. So one of my gripes.
We won't break.
Yeah, I know we don't break.
Are we
No, but we're not coming back to Spider-Man.
No, we not
we're
on
done.
break yet because
We are on break.
I just brought we not on break yet
Yeah.
because I just brought up something
Bro,
that's very
I didn't hear
important.
your statement, so I don't know what you're saying.
Alright.
He got his own crib. He is an adult. He
can be
ain't in
18.
school.
Bro, I mean, for one, he
got
don't.
his
Need,
GED.
so
He
look,
got
so look.
his
I mean,
GED.
because right now
He got
you-
his GED, so
'cause
that
you
means
truly-
he done.
you-
He
'cause you
got
tr-
his GED, saying that he passed his GED.
Because at this point, you truly making me mad because
I'm so lost
you're
with
you're
that.
throwing
What
so
you-
much. I don't know what
Wait,
logic you're throwing in
wait,
here.
what is he arguing? Because there's 18-year-olds that was seniors.
But what I'm trying to understand is the school timeline, because we're saying that at Far From Home he was
You acting like you
a
act-
sophomore.
He was a junior. And far from home, he had to be a sophomore.
Fire, you talking about the
Oh,
first
No,
one?
no,
Let
sorry.
me-
In the first homecoming, he was a sophomore. Far from home,
he was a junior.
Okay.
Junior. Well, junior going to senior because
Yeah,
it's a
going
summer
to senior
trip.
year, yeah,
So junior
summer
going
trip.
into senior year, and then
And No Way Home.
No Way Home.
He's a
senior.
But he doesn't. So what's making me mad?
But
you thinking,
if No Way
do you
Home,
think they supposed to be
he's-
graduating or
He
something?
was supposed. Hold on. He was supposed to start a senior at No Way
He
Home,
did.
but he
Yeah,
didn't.
remember?
He walked
He
in
walked
the
into
fucking
school.
school,
They
bro.
had
They
a
was
mural.
bragging to him and like trying to like
Oh yeah,
be
yeah,
like,
yeah. You're right.
like, bro. That's why I'm not understanding the school. Like he literally went to school and they were
He
on
did.
him.
He did. Okay, so hold on. It's
You need to watch the movie like 3-4 more times, bro.
Because the thing that's killing me is like there's a whole year time jump then.
It's not.
There is no year.
It's not.
He didn't graduate from school.
We don't know if he was 18 or 17 at the beginning of his senior
Look.
year. He could have been 18. They forgot who Peter Parker was as a person.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so
he
now
is not-
he can't go back to school. So he has
why
to
he
get his
had to get
GED.
But what kills me is like how this motherfucker get his GED in a month.
He didn't get no GED. This
He
nigga
did.
already
No,
smart.
Because you don't. There's no. A GED is literally a test.
I know.
If he's as smart as we're saying,
But
he
you
is,
have to do at least
No, you
because they
don't.
do it at MATC. It's a
Boy, you said
3-month
this nigga didn't go to
preparation.
no
3-month
MATC.
preparation.
You can. I'm pretty
Where
sure.
did he find time as Spider-Man?
I'm almost
is
positive you
Spider-Man,
can
bro.
just take the test.
Okay,
whenever.
no, y'all clarify.
Like, you making me
it
mad.
makes. I'm doing it now. Now I'm doing it on purpose. But okay,
Like-
before we go on break, okay, I understand.
on break, I thought.
No, we not on break because this is
vetoed it.
going on the
We on
podcast.
break.
No, this is going on the podcast.
Hey, I think this first half of the podcast is like an hour.
Once
and a half.
I say,
This is
once I
bananas.
tell y'all, like I understand, I get it. I was having difficulties understanding the logic that they were putting behind it, but now it makes sense. It does. It makes sense. So I understand.
But the
now.
nigga, like, this Peter
he could have
Parker's-
definitely got his GED in December.
He don't fucking need a GE. I don't understand why this nigga gotta have a high school education. He's Spider-Man.
Fam,
Because he's
he
still
literally
smart.
had a
He's smart.
GED.
He don't need it though.
Ron.
But we know for
gotta-
a fact that he got it.
Yeah.
He did get it.
Right,
We know
yes.
for a fact they
You need
They
to go
showed
watch
it in
the
the
movie
movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm
again.
saying.
I ignored the fuck out of it because like you don't need it.
At the
Nigga,
end, like,
yes,
yo,
he
had
does.
an envelope that said he
needs
had
a
a
job.
GED.
He
has to have a
He
job.
needs money.
that's what now I remember.
He gotta pay rent.
I do remember it now because that's when I was like, this is the start of it. Like he gonna be at the paper.
Yeah.
So I- yeah.
And you need a
Yeah,
need a
you-
high school diploma.
There
But I mean, my
was.
thing is like you keep, my thing is like you keep throwing because you acting like this nigga went to go see her at the restaurant and then already moved into his apartment. Like nigga, it did time to maybe a couple months.
He was
And
already in
is-
his apartment when he went there because he was in his apartment before he went to go see her. He was already in the apartment.
Yeah, I don't
there.
think he was. No, I thought I swear.
No, we saw him.
The
hop out
apartment
the Spider-Man
scene
suit.
came before after.
But he jumped out he was in a Spider-Man suit.
The apartment came before he went to go see MJ.
I think
Yeah, you
it's the other way around.
It is the other way around. And we're
The
not gonna do
apartment-
it. Cut the shit off.
So
We're
the
going to break.
motherfucker been
We're
homeless
going
this
to-
entire time.
Why do you act like this nigga? Why do you act like, bro? You making me fucking mad, and I'm not talking to you no more.
He been homeless
like
this
I'm
entire
really not
time?
gonna talk to you no more.
He
'Cause
been
you-
homeless this entire
I'm
time.
not talking to you.
And then he
I'm
just
not.
went to go see MJ, and it was like, you know what? It ain't finna work, so I'm gonna go get an
So
apartment.
you don't think he could have stayed at my house, like the house?
Nobody knows him. Nobody.
The
She don't even have a house. Her shit. They moved in with Happy because her shit got compromised. She had an apartment.
the scene where he was gonna go reintroduce himself did happen before the.
I'm not talking.
He had his apartment. Goddamn
No,
it.
I'm not talking.
But
to this.
from what we saw, the scene that we saw, it was he go to try to reintroduce himself, and then we see the apartment.
Right. That's
You
what.
could
That's
be right.
that's
I
what
don't
I.
know.
That's what I
But
said. But that's
from
what
what we
makes more
saw-
sense, even on the fact of like. he's took the responsibility of like, I'm not finna do this shit with y'all right now.
And he
I'm
went
actually
back to
finna
his
go just be
apartment.
Spider-Man.
So he just been homeless this entire
Why do you
time.
think this nigga had to be homeless?
Because where is he gonna live? Nobody know Peter.
Right.
He can't
so
just be like,
nobody
I'm gonna
know-
go stay with you.
Wait,
because-
it has to be Peter.
Wait. Nobody knows Peter, so that means Aunt May house is literally just chilling until they finally inspected, and he was like, "Okay, I gotta
Aunt
get me a
May
Peter."
house was compromised and taken over by the federal government because
They
of
knew-
Spider-Man.
No, because they knew of Peter Parker.
Because of Peter
but they knew Peter Parker was Spider-Man.
right, but when
So that
but-
means they
That's
still
gone.
know.
No.
They
No,
still
no.
know Spider-Man.
But they don't know who
Peter
is
Parker is.
the-
So why would they know Aunt May house?
Because the thing is that the location doesn't need to correlate with the name. They might still have the location of
Nah,
Spider-Man,
now you reaching.
but not the. It's not a reach. It's
That's
not a reach.
Armstrong reaching, dog.
It's not a reach.
But they
I
don't.
just
They were
wanna
just
go
what you're
break
pretty much
it
saying is
because it makes me think
got
like the
you,
Avengers. The Avengers are gonna remember Spider-Man,
you should have to.
but they ain't gonna remember Peter.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like they literally the fact.
So
that-
you gonna tell me the Avengers
this
don't
is-
remember Spider-Man?
they remember.
They remember Spider-Man, but they don't know who he is.
They don't know who he is.
Exactly. So these motherfuckers know that Spider-Man lived in that apartment.
No.
He didn't live there. There was a
They
fight
knew
going
that
on
Peter-
there. Like shit
they
was
knew
at-
Peter Parker lived with Aunt May, and that's how they found their house. It
Because
wasn't
Peter Parker was Spider-Man,
right.
bro.
So if they don't know Peter Parker, they ain't gonna know Aunt May.
But if they know Spider-Man,
No,
they,
they-
dude, no, that don't work. They know Aunt
He
May.
reaching.
They know Aunt May.
That's-
They know Aunt May because nobody said anything about wiping the memory of Aunt
Fam,
May.
Aunt May is dead,
But they know Aunt May.
but
They-
she's dead.
It don't matter if she did. They compromised her apartment.
But she's dead.
Yeah,
she
she dead
died
now.
after
No,
he told
because
everybody wipe
her
my.
apartment is a
the
crime
reason- the
scene.
reason-
What you don't understand?
But to be fair,
she died.
so wait,
after-
Jonah Jameson still talks about Spider-Man being a criminal.
I'm gonna take the deuces route.
Bro, I want you to go to break because you really make
So-
I'm
me mad.
enjoying this because I'm challenging y'all and
You're
y'all
not
giving me
challenging.
bullshit.
You been
so
irri-
here's a direct
You're
challenge to
trolling
that.
right now.
If the Spider-Man,
gonna be too out
if the
long.
Spider-Man
This is-
Aunt May
pause.
connection would have worked, Happy would have understood who Peter still was.
No. Because
So
when
that-
you
is
wipe...
he doing it on purpose? Go to
No.
break. Go to.
Bro,
I'm done. I'm done talking to you.
I don't understand.
I'm not about to say anything
If
else.
if Peter Parker don't exist, so what correlation would there be? It don't matter if there was a correlation to Spider-Man to Peter Parker. Peter Parker, period,
Question.
never existed.
Hold on, I just got one last question.
Never.
I don't care anymore.
Spider-Man
I
could
don't
have because
care.
Happy knew Spider-Man still existed.
I got one question.
Everybody knows. Hold on. Everybody knows Spider-Man existed. Nobody knows who Peter Parker is.
So I got a question.
Period.
Right. So and to counteract that, I just want to ask how you answer this. So Happy said that he knew Aunt May through Spider-Man, right? We know
Right.
that. Confirmed.
Right. Which trumps what
No,
Diz was just
no.
trying to use as an argument.
No.
It does.
Let me finish.
Was my argument, but okay.
That's all right, right? So Happy said, I
now
know.
I'm mad, bro.
Hold
I'm
on.
really
Hold on.
mad.
I got this.
Care
Good.
anymore.
Why are y'all correlating Spider-Man to
me
Peter
finish.
Parker?
Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Happy said, I know Aunt May because of Spider-Man, right? Now, if we all know just people in general. At some point, people talk about their family. So you telling me that Happy knew Aunt May, but never knew about Peter Parker?
Dude, what part of the existence, the entirety of the existence and every single
I
memory
understand that.
of Peter Parker
is gone.
Peter Parker is gone.
gone.
It doesn't mean
gone.
that the memory of Spider-Man is gone.
No, I'm not saying the memory
It
of
doesn't.
Spider-Man, but
so people can remember Spider-Man without having to
Hold on.
correlate him to Peter Parker.
Right, and that's true. Hold on, and that would be true. But,
Yeah, you do have to use the
but here's the
bathroom.
thing: people didn't go to Aunt May's house until Peter Parker got revealed as Spider-Man. So if in your world, what you're saying, people would have been knew Aunt May was related to Spider-Man, but because they didn't know until Peter Parker. So if the world don't know Peter Parker, the world ain't gonna remember that Aunt May is directly tied to Spider-Man.
Rudy, listen to this. Spider-Man and Peter Parker are two different entities.
Nah, bro.
Absolutely is two different entities. Because if that was true,
were into the world.
if that was true, Jonah Jameson wouldn't be talking about Spider-Man and all his bullshit.
Right,
The
but-
only thing he removed was Peter Parker.
Okay, wait. So if Jonah Jameson knows that Aunt May is related or has some type of direct correlation to Spider-Man, how come Jonah Jameson never tried to interview, contact, talk to Aunt May at all?
Right.
I don't understand why.
I'm not even talking about Peter Parker. I'm talking about Spider-Man.
No, listen.
I'm an interview. I'm a reporter.
Bro.
I deep dive. So if I'm calling Spider-Man a menace and I can't figure out who he is, fuck it. I'm gonna go after who he's close to. Well, Aunt May's close to him. But if I never have that correlation, then there's no way for me to know that this house is going. So that's why,
Rudy, when Jonah Jameson exposed Spider-Man as Peter Parker,
he bringing back comic books.
Hold on.
You bringing back comic books.
No, dude, this happened in the movie. It happened in the end of the last movie.
Jameson didn't do
literally,
that.
we picked up on the third Spider-Man movie of Jonah Jameson fresh off of exposing Spider-Man as Peter.
He didn't expose him. Mysterio exposed him.
That's what I'm saying. Like you about
Jonah Jameson
just played the tape after it was,
and he was the medium, and he explicitly said,
but he didn't figure it out.
He said, I'm not saying he figured it out. Like, what is it so difficult to understand that it is easy to wipe away the memory of Peter Parker, but retain the memory of Spider-Man because people know Spider-Man.
I'm not debating that.
I don't understand. Like, bro, you really fucking confused. Like, I'm really mad because you really fucking
What we're
confusing.
saying is the memory of Spider-Man does not directly relate to Aunt May. So Aunt May's house is still unlet go.
If Happy explicitly said that he knows Aunt May because of Spider-Man,
right?
There is
he did.
Hold on. There's one or two reasons why this happened.
Okay.
Why? Because when you wipe the memory away from everybody, it needs to be replaced with something else. That's just a fact.
Yo, that's a
it always.
Hold on.
Is this a movie fact? Is it a Marvel?
This is.
I got him. No, I got him.
You don't got me,
yes,
bro.
I do. Here's the thing.
I'm about to go get him.
Wait. No. Here's where.
Google how.
Hold on. No. Because I got you. Because I got you. Because you use.
This shit finna be an abrupt break.
Wait. You using Happy as. It don't matter, bro. You using Happy as if Happy is just a regular civilian. Happy has the knowledge of who all the Avengers is. So
God.
So wait.
If you wipe the memory from everybody, nobody remembers.
See, no, you cut
even
me off.
Doctor Strange.
You cutting me off. Let me finish. No, because you cutting me off. Let me finish. So the reason why Happy can connect Aunt May and Spider-Man together is because he worked with Spider-Man, so he would know Aunt May. The public has never worked with Spider-Man and Aunt May, so there will be no reason for the public to connect them two together. So as far as Aunt May's crib goes, it's still open because the public never knew Spider-Man with Aunt May. But Happy, who worked with the Avengers, who worked with Tony Stark, who has insider knowledge that the public doesn't have, would know Spider-Man and Aunt May together. So you can't use that as an example because Happy is not the regular, everyday ass nigga that would know that. And so the world and Happy knowledge is completely different.
You have to understand this. When you wipe, the technicality of wiping the memory away from people, you can't leave a blank space. It has to be replaced with something. So what is the next thing to replace that memory? This is just comic book. It gets replaced. It gets replaced with the next memory, and it makes a ghost memory. All right. So it is absolutely possible that Happy could think that he knows Aunt May because of Spider-Man, because of his memories that have been altered and changed because of a magician's fucking magic. It is absolutely 180% possible.
So it says,
because if it doesn't, then people are
this.
Because
go to break.
No, but fuck break. No more break. We just gonna go through it. Whatever.
Because we need to do a poll because people are gonna remember. No. Because here's what happens if they don't do something like that. Here's what happens when they don't do something like that.
No, because it says it right here, isn't it? It says the reason why Happy knows because Happy has ties both to Peter, May, and Spider-Man.
I looked that up. That is not talking about the current movie.
No.
That is not talking about the current movie.
It is. I'm looking right at it, nigga. It says it's time to talk about Doctor Strange's spell. How is that not about the current movie, nigga? What are you talking about?
Look,
It's
Peacemaker, guys.
no,
you're not even-
no, because I ain't letting this ride because he's not making sense.
Bro,
He's not making sense with
He's
it.
not like you not,
So
bro.
can we
And
just leave it at that?
I need you
Let
to
the
leave it
com-
alone
let the-
because
let
you're
the com-
not
let the
making
comments-
sense.
Let the
You're not.
comments talk about it.
Like you're not making sense.
Let the comments.
Yeah, like, I
understand
need-
I'm not making sense, but you got to understand something. If you remove the memory of something with a magic
Time
spell,
out, time
you
out.
need to replace it with
Before
something else,
he
right?
didn't go.
Doctor Strange
whose rule
didn't
is
say
that?
he was fucking doing that.
He did because Doctor Strange even said, "I'm not going to remember you."
No, but he didn't say he could replacing it with a ghost spell. You making up rules that has not been established.
I'm not making up rules. This is the logic behind of what happened.
A logic is something
Right.
that's not real.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like even when Strange telling
So you're
him,
going to tell me that Happy still retains memory of Peter Parker?
No, I
no,
didn't say
no
Peter
one
Parker.
has any fucking memories of
Happy
Peter Parker,
has-
bro.
Exactly.
No,
So
Happy
what the
still-
fuck are you talking
Happy,
about?
he said, I know Aunt May because of Spider-Man. He knows Spider-Man and knows Aunt May. The world does not know Spider-Man and Aunt May. It's not the same. That's like the same. Wait, here's the perfect thing. The shit that we've been working on right now, behind the scenes, right? Versus somebody that we know that's cool with us. They can't say, if y'all say, oh, I knew about this months ago. I knew that we was working with this company months ago. And somebody's like, oh yeah, I knew too. Like, no, there's no
I
way
need
that
to
you
read
would
the
know.
whole
It's
article.
not the same.
Does the Geekset podcast continue arguing, or do they end up in fisticuffs? Find out on the next episode of the Geekset podcast, the only podcast that blends hip-hop culture and geek culture together as one.